Need better internet? Cox Internet has the fast, reliable speeds you're looking for. Perfect for seamless streaming, gaming, and working from home. And now get Cox 300 meg internet with a 2-year plan price lock guarantee, plus equipment included.
Oh, yeah.
So get your household up to speed. Switch to Cox Internet today. Taxes and fees excluded from price guarantee.
Tim Cates back inside the Silver and Black Studios. Raiders Game Day Live continues as we lead up to kickoff from Allegiant Stadium. It's the Raiders and the Denver Broncos. Thanks to Jeremy Chin for joining us leading up to kickoff. Let's get you caught up on what's happened around Week 14 of the National Football League. 8 early games winding down. Fourth quarter in Buffalo. A wild one between the Bills and the Bengals. Joe Burrow in this game has got 3 touchdown passes. Josh Allen, though, 2 touchdown passes. He's also got a 40-yard touchdown run. A pick 6 for the Bills defense has given him a 32-28 lead late fourth quarter. In Baltimore, Ravens and the Steelers. Aaron Rodgers having himself a day.
Warren in the back to the right of Rodgers. Snap back on 3rd and 4. Throws to Warren. He's got room. He's got a first down. Down the sideline, 30, 20, 15, 10. He's going to score. Touchdown, Jaylen Warren. A catch and run. It goes for 38 yards.
Chris Carino, the call on Compass Media Networks. Aaron Rodgers, a touchdown pass to Jaylen Warren. Rodgers has also got himself a 1-yard touchdown run. Ravens, though, starting to come back, down 27-22, 6:54 to go, fourth quarter. In Atlanta, 2-minute warning. Seahawks blowing out the Falcons 37-9. In Cleveland, the Tennessee Titans, 1-11 on this season, lead the Cleveland Browns 28-17 with 9 minutes to go, fourth quarter. Late fourth quarter in Minneapolis, Vikings over the Commanders 24-0. Fourth quarter in New York, Dolphins out in front of the Jets 31-10. In Jacksonville, Jags beating up on the Colts 33-13. Daniel Jones left the game in the first half with a torn Achilles tendon. When we come back inside Allegiant Stadium for the keys to the game, Raiders and Broncos. I'm Tim Cates. You're listening to Raiders Football.
This is the Las Vegas Raiders Radio Network, your home for Raiders football.
He climbs, he floats down the field. He's got his man at the 5, into the end zone. Touchdown, Brock Bowers. 33 yards. Proctimus Prime.
Just win, baby.
Raiders football is brought to you by America First Credit Union, Win Las Vegas, by NV Energy, Boyd.
Boyd Gaming is a proud partner of your Las Vegas Raiders. And if you're a fan, there's no better place to play, to indulge, to feast, to bring your besties, and just win, baby. It's the perfect spot to watch the Raiders and enjoy game day specials all season long. Cannery, Sam's Town, and the Boyd family of casinos, where the Raiders want to be. Don't let the game get out of hand. For assistance, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey, Benjamin, we've got a surprise for you.
What?
You have a brother. $100 bill just like you.
Hey, I'm Ben.
What?
We just got him for joining America First Credit Union and opening a new checking account.
And you're going to live together at America First.
What?
This is nice.
For a limited time, new members get a $100 cash bonus when they open a checking account or $50 when they open a youth checking account. So head to AmericaFirst.com and get your money working today. Membership eligibility, terms, and conditions apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Parents, say goodbye to haircut struggles. At Cookie Cutters Haircuts for Kids in Las Vegas, we turn haircuts into a fun adventure with fantasy chairs, indoor slides, and TVs at every station. Kids love the experience, and our friendly stylists make it quick, easy, and tear-free. From first trims to fresh cuts for school, we've got your family covered. Book your appointment online today at the Las Vegas location nearest you. Cookie Cutters Haircuts for Kids, where haircuts are fun.
Boyd Gaming is a proud partner of your Las Vegas Raiders. And if you're a fan, there's no better place to play, to indulge, to feast, to bring your besties, and just win, baby. It's the perfect spot to watch the Raiders game, because we don't do black clouds, just silver linings. Suncoast, the Orleans, and the Boyd family of casinos, where the Raiders want to be. Don't let the game get out of hand. For assistance, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Raiders football is brought to you by America First Credit Union, Win Las Vegas, by NV Energy, Boyd.
4:05 to go. Rams 1st and 10 on their own 43. Stafford under center. Play action. Pressure up the middle. Crosby drills him as he tried to throw the football.
This is the Las Vegas Raiders Radio Network, your home for Raiders football.
Raiders starters on defense being introduced to this crowd, racing through from the end zone to our right. The tunnel of Raiderettes as we welcome you back inside Allegiant Stadium. Jason Horowitz, Kirk Morrison getting set for Raiders Broncos. Second time in a month was a 10-7 Denver win on that Thursday night. Back start week 10. The Raiders were in it the whole way. They couldn't protect Geno Smith. Second half, the offense couldn't get going. The defense played lights out, though, Kirk. Let's start with that defense. How do they repeat that performance today against Bo Nix and the Broncos?
Well, it starts with their Walter Payton Man of the Year nominee in Matt Crosby. I mean, the effort in which he's playing with right now, it's unfortunate the Raiders' record right now sits at 2-10 because he's playing, I think, as an NFL Defensive Player of the type of year. You bench the tackles for loss. He's been doing that. So if you ask me how do they need to see the effort of Max Crosby today. Everybody playing with their hair on fire and try to play on the Broncos line on their side of the line of scrimmage.
And Max was just introduced to this crowd, which from our vantage point high atop the 50-yard line of Allegiant Stadium is actually a very partisan Broncos crowd, although they, I'm sure, respect his effort. Max has 9 tackles for a loss the last 2 games against the Browns and the Chargers. Right, for the offense, it has been a struggle. We know that. 15 points a game this year. How do they change that today?
Well, it's a different group. It's a different group to my right as well up here in the booth. We won't see Big Nell. We won't see Chip Kelly. So to me, it's about building on what we saw from last week's offense, finding ways to create drives. And then look, if it all goes well, 89-2.
Yep.
Bowers and Genty.
Raiders the last 3 weeks running the football have been averaging 39 yards a game. That has to change some way, some shape, somehow, some form. How many other ways can I say something? Let's change that today and see how things get going. It is the Raiders and the Broncos, Week 14, and the opening kickoff is next. You're listening to the Las Vegas Raiders Radio Network.
Okay, in Raider Nation, you gotta bring it every day. And the Platinum X5 Visa Signature Card from Credit One Bank is built for every day. With cashback rewards on eligible purchases like gas and groceries. So whether you're going to a home game or just filling up the tank on the way home, you're ready to bring it day in and day out. With the Platinum X5 Visa Signature Card. Learn more at CreditOneBank.com. Terms apply. Credit One Bank. For what's ahead.
Karma Automotive proudly serves as the official luxury electric vehicle of the Las Vegas Raiders. As America's first and only ultra-luxury automaker, from our Cavea 1,000 horsepower Super Coupe to the Rivero, the extended range sedan, Karma blends supernatural innovation with American ingenuity. We are shaping the future of automotive aspiration. For assigned drivers only. Reserve your Karma at karmaautomotive.com.
Taste the authentic flavors of Hawaii with Kula Rum, the official ultra premium rum of the Las Vegas Raiders. It's rich and smooth. With every sip, you'll discover the spirit of aloha. It isn't just rum, it's Kula Rum. Award-winning, distinctly different, and uniquely Hawaiian. Kula Rum, the official ultra premium rum of the Las Vegas Raiders. Must be at least 21. Please drink responsibly.
If you are a fighter, Modelo is your reward. So listen close. You put up with a lot, but you always hold it down for your people. You are strong. You are fearless. You are the baddest on the block. You are an elbow grease factory, a force of nature. You are not to be reckoned with. You are a ride or die, a powerhouse of productivity. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. You've earned every last drop of this rich golden lager, so raise it up high. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Las Vegas Raiders football.
Finley Acura in the Valley Auto Mall is rooting for you on Raider Nation Radio 920 AM, KRLV Las Vegas.
Napoleon Coffin. You hear Kirk Morrison telling you who's at the door. Jason Orr with Kirk Morrison, ready to rock here in Las Vegas. Napoleon Coffin, the Raiders running back from 95 to 2000 out of Washington.
Former Bishop O'Dowd High School head coach as well.
There's that. He's got his right hand on the torch, and he is just introduced to this crowd, and he is set to light the torch to our left. Happy to have you with us. 10-2 Broncos, 2-10 Raiders, and look, the reality is the Broncos are fighting for the top seed in the AFC.
Correct.
The Raiders are fighting for the one overall pick in the NFL draft. So they're opposite directions of where you want to be. But Kirk, it wasn't that long ago the Broncos were in this situation too, and they had
Score 0-0. And suddenly, I'm in the mood for a Coke Zero Sugar. Real Coke taste, zero sugar. Now that's a winning combo. Yeah, crisp, refreshing. That hits the spot. When it comes to great taste, Coke Zero Sugar's always on the scoreboard. Coke Zero Sugar. Real Coke taste, zero sugar.
Need better internet? Cox Internet has the fast, reliable speeds you're looking for. Perfect for seamless streaming, gaming, and working from home. And now get Cox 300 meg internet with a 2-year plan price lock guarantee, plus equipment included.
Oh, yeah.
So get your household up to speed. Switch to Cox Internet today. Taxes and fees excluded from price guarantee.
Tim Cates back inside the Silver and Black Studios. Raiders Game Day Live continues as we lead up to kickoff from Allegiant Stadium. It's the Raiders and the Denver Broncos. Thanks to Jeremy Chin for joining us leading up to kickoff. Let's get you caught up on what's happening around Week 14 of the National Football League. 8 early games winding down, fourth quarter in Buffalo. A wild one between the Bills and the Bengals. Joe Burrow in this game has got 3 touchdown passes. Josh Allen, those 2 touchdown passes.
He's drilled. Yes, sir. Great coverage to start this game. Dylan Laube and Tommy Eichenberg along with John Radigan. They drop him inside the 20. That is outstanding special team play to start. So here comes Bo Nix and a Broncos offense scoring just under 24 points a game, 13th best in the NFL. They're middle of the pack in all their stats, except for this. They have only allowed 14 sacks all year. That is by far number 1 in the NFL with an offensive line. Garrett Bowles on the left side, Mike McGlinchey on the right side. Combined, those two guys have 240 career starts. No J.K. Dobbins. He's been put on IR a few weeks ago, so R.J. Harvey, the rookie, is the tailback. Nick swings it right side. He's got Harvey. He's got a blocker across the 20, far sideline 25, lowers the shoulder, and Eric Stokes sends him out of bounds, but he reached the 30. That is a 12-yard swing pass to the right and a first down against the Raiders defense, 26th in the league, giving up just under 26 points per game. Again, they are middle in the pack statistics as well, except for the fact just 22 sacks, 14 takeaways this year, which is 16th best in the NFL. Max Crosby been on a heater, 9 tackles for loss the last 2 games. 5 career 4 tackle for loss games now for Crosby. Empty set for Bo Nix on a fresh set of downs. They work right to left. In the road, white uniforms, white pants, navy blue orange stripes down the legs as well. Nix claps the hands, gets the ball, back in 3, throws left, open, Cortland Sutton at the 35. Devin White inside the left numbers, swung him down at the 38-yard line. It's an 8-yard throw to Sutton, who's the leading receiver. Kirk with 51 catches on the year.
Yeah, and how quickly do the Raiders adjust? They're in their base personnel package, but what Bo Nix and their offense are doing, they're going empty, putting all 5 eligibles out there on the line of scrimmage. And now you've got Charles Snowden. He's out there guarding the number 2 wide receiver, which was Troy Franklin. And then you had on the opposite side, Cortland Sutton being guarded by Devin White.
Tyler Bidet, the tailback, in an I formation with a fullback, Adam Prentice. They run left way over the guard, crashes into the line, and he does not have the first down. No gain at all. Devin White, the NFL's 5th leading tackler with 114 in on the stop. It'll be 3rd down and 2 here for the Broncos.
Yeah, nice job by Devin White to find a way to get through there and make the play. But this is where the Raiders have to bow their neck, 3rd and 2. And here's a full-on personnel change for the Broncos.
5 different Broncos out and in. I didn't count the ones going out, so hopefully for Denver's sake, they don't have 12 on the field.
I don't know how much hockey you did. That was a hockey line change right there.
It was, yeah, 5 for 5. That's right. They brought in multiple receivers, including the tight end Evan Ingram. They're both outside with Pat Bryant, the rookie from Illinois. Sutton one-on-one to the left. Nix looking that way. Swings left side. Boom! And a tackle. No, boom! Harvey got away. And across the 40, and he's down for a first down. Jamal Adams hit R.J. Harvey left side as soon as Nix threw it. He got him right when he caught it, but Harvey's knee, elbow never touched the ground. He got up, he swung around, he regathered himself and picked up 3 yards and a first down.
What an amazing play by Jamal Adams, but the strength and contact balance of R.J. Harvey, able to put his left hand on the ground, keep his body from going down or a body part. An outstanding individual effort by Harvey, but what a hit by Jamal Adams.
That was very impressive. First down, play fake. Nix rolls right, lofts one far side, caught across the 45. Stokes drives the receiver into the bench. Troy Franklin ran over a couple of the training staffs with the water bottles and all of that. They'll spot him at the 46-yard line. 5 yards on the throw to the second-year pro out of Oregon. You know, and he and Cortland Sutton have started to form a nice tandem for the Broncos on the outside.
Yeah, they sure have. And the reason why, I think a lot of it is because the confidence and getting those guys on the move. That time, getting Bo Nix on the move a little bit, changing his launch angle, that helped out a lot.
Mims and Sutton split out wide left. Jaleel McLaughlin in is the lone tailback. And we have a stoppage here on the near sideline.
Las Vegas, 30 seconds.
Raiders take a timeout here with 11:31 to go in the first quarter. Opening drive for the Broncos with a 2nd and 5 coming up. Well, to your point, I mean, the tackling, Kirk, is something you have, really been clamoring on. And Jamal Adams is there, made a huge hit.
but the strength of the 5'9", 210-pound rookie out of UCF.
Man, I mean, that was straight contact balance. You mentioned it, Harvey, man. I mean, I was excited about the hit. Jamal Adams had read it. He did everything he was supposed to do in an outstanding hit, but just Harvey able to stay off, and maybe the critical play of this drive.
So out of the timeout, Raiders took it from the near sideline. Darian Porter today got the start for a second straight week opposite Eric Stokes at corner, the third-round pick out of Iowa State. Nix with a play fake out of the backfield. McLaughlin across midfield into Porter, and Charles Snowden combine on the tackle inside the Raiders 45 at the 44-yard line. That is a pickup of 12 and a first down, as Bo Nix is a perfect 4 for 4 for 28 yards so far on the opening drive.
And what you're seeing so far is a lot of play-action movement, right? Getting the ball, showing it, and then you got linebackers flowing up to the football. Bo Nix is pulling it, and he's finding a wide-open guy in the flat.
He's got an empty set. 2 receivers left side, 3 right side, including his tailback McLaughlin, who's near the Broncos sideline, far side of the field. Shotgun to Nix, looking down the middle, pressure from behind, and he's sacked! Crosby had the pressure. Tonka Hemingway, though, from the other side, landed on top of him first. And I think Tonka's going to have his first career sack.
It's just like in kindergarten. It's whoever raises their hand first usually gets picked on. And this time, I think it's going to be Tonka Hemingway. He got to the quarterback, actually able to read and react, pushed all the way up, saw that Bo Nix stepped up in the pocket. Hemingway got off first, got to the quarterback, touched him. It's going to be Hemingway with the sack.
You know, Hemingway had the fumble recovery against the Cowboys, was inactive the last 2 games. He and J.J. Pegues both active today. 2nd and 13. Nix out of the shotgun. Cortland Sutton caught. 35-yard line of the Raiders in front of Darian Porter. Brought easily to the turf down at the 33. A lob throw to the near sideline. Goes for another first down 5 minutes into this opening quarter.
Yeah, 6'4", 216 pounds is Cortland Sutton. And he used it. And that's where Bo Nix, I think, knows his wide receiver. Sutton's not going to run by you, but, man, he's got a catch radius for Darian Porter, learning experiences. He's going to have to get aggressive today, man-to-man, and try to get in to the chest of Sutton.
Shifting, Mercedes Lewis, the 41-year-old tight end, to the active roster this week. He's over to the left side. Nix puts it into the belly of R.J. Harvey through the hole, across the 20, and an ankle tackle made. Lonnie Johnson into the red zone at the 18-yard line. Burst of speed for the rookie for 15 yards and a first down for the Broncos.
An explosive run right there from Harvey, and that was just great blocking on that right side. They were able to get a couple of guys to double team, and there was nobody there. Jamal Adams had jumped out of his gap. And that's where you get the nice little run there by Harvey.
Pegues, the 6th-round pick out of Ole Miss, onto the field with Thomas Booker, Adam Butler, and Max Crosby, who's lining up over the left tackle, Garrett Bowles. 8:50 to go, first quarter, opening drive, no score. Nix sends his tight end in motion to the left. Low snap, 5-step drop, fires near side. He's got R.J. Harvey, makes a move at the 20, and he's shoved out of bounds. Jeremy Chin out there to make the tackle, no gain. Chin coming off a career-high 17-tackle game last week against the Chargers. Most by a Raiders defensive back since at least 1987.
Yeah, that was a solid tackle right there by Jeremy Chin, though. Very solid. And the one thing about him is that you've seen him be better as a defender closer to the line of scrimmage. I love him in the deep as a safety, but he's much better when he's down playing by the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, well, he's by the line of scrimmage as a linebacker at the moment, right behind Max Crosby over the right side of the line. Lonnie Johnson and Isaiah Polamau, the safeties. Troutman motion, handoff McLaughlin, starts right side, back into the hole, spun around at the 15, and he's tripped up at the 12, right between the hash marks. There was a flag thrown on the far side of the field, and the initial indication is about to be offsides here on the Raiders.
Ugh.
You get the official word.
Offside. Defense number 98. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
All right, so they'll take away the 6-yard run. Instead of 3rd and 4, it'll be 2nd and 5 with what is about to be the 11th play of this drive for the Denver Broncos here, and they have taken up half of the first quarter.
Yeah, I don't know. Speechless, right? Because you want to kick the football off, let your defense
Well, that's what
then
don't say you.
Yeah.
I told you what I wanted.
I know what you want.
I want the ball, and I want to throw a Hail Mary.
But all of a sudden, R.J. Harvey makes this unbelievable play on a third down, and the drive continues.
Tyler Bidet, the tailback behind the fullback Adam Prentice, a straight eye behind Bo Nix under center. 2nd and 5, left side run. It's Bidet, bounces off a tackler at the 10, lunges forward to the 7, and it's 1st and goal, Denver. They're running it, and Bo Nix has been perfect. And they have moved the football almost 80 yards down the field.
Yeah, and one of the things that they're doing right now is they're getting good push, and it's the cutback. So it's Bidet, it's R.J. Harvey, and what they're doing is starting one side and allowing the defense to overcommit, and they're cutting it right back, and there's just nobody home.
1st and goal with Harvey's back on the field. The 2nd-round pick. 4 rushing touchdowns, 4 receiving touchdowns, just like Ashton Genty. They've both been unique in that regard. They try right side. Harvey trying to stretch. It has the 5. Breaks out of an ankle tackle into the 4. Jeremy Chin with a bear hug to the turf. And a 4-yard pickup, 2nd and goal for Denver here as we are inside of 7 minutes to go on this opening drive here in the first quarter.
Yeah, nice job by Isaiah Polomau. He started from the deep safety, found an alley, and he's the one that just missed Harvey right around the legs. And that's where Jeremy Chin came in to play cleanup. They brought in an extra tackle to play tight end along with Mercedes Lewis. So they're trying to get a little more big boy football here down near the goal line.
R.J. Harvey is to the right hip of Bo Nix, who's in the shotgun. He walks towards his center, Luke Wattenberg. Uses the whatever words he said down there. Now back up into the shotgun. Raiders all clouding the line. Nix with a 3-step drop. He's going through his progressions. He takes off with his legs. He's at the 5. He pump fakes. He jumps out of bounds. And he throws it away. Harvey was out of bounds in the end zone. You know, at first glance, it looks like Nick was crossed the line of scrimmage and then jumped when he was out of bounds.
Well, he had a touchdown if he just runs. He's got a touchdown at the pylon, and actually the receiver, Troutman, or the tight end, Troutman, was actually blocking for him.
Yeah.
If he takes off and goes dives at the pylon, he's got a touchdown. What he was saying was, hey, rip, right, meaning offensive line go to the right. Well, who's on the offensive right? It's Max Crosby.
Right.
So you block him first, and that's how he was able to get to the outside because they secured Max Crosby.
He's got 2 receivers that way, Pat Bryant and Cortland Sutton. Lone receiver to the left, Troy Franklin. Nix in the shotgun, 3rd and goal, and now we have a flag.
Delay of game.
Delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Nice job by the Raiders showing a different look. That time had their big nickel package in. Jamal Adams. Seeing Greedy. Is that Greedy Vance out there? Lonnie Johnson's in. And here comes a little personnel switch.
Yep, Harvey
and Broncos.
Yep, Harvey and Troutman out. Marvin Mims checked in. So 3 receivers go left, including the tight end Evan Ingram, Sutton and Pat Bryant. Tall receivers split out wide right. An empty set. 3rd and goal at the 8. Lengthy opening drive for the Broncos. Shotgun. Nix stutters. Runs up the middle at the 5. Across the goal line. Touchdown Denver. They spread everyone out. A designed quarterback keeper. An 8-yard touchdown run. Bo Nix's 4th of the season. And the Broncos march right down the field. Take 8:54 off the clock. And a 6-0 lead.
Jason, I was about to yell it out, but I said, no, I don't want to do that here. But, hey, alert quarterback run. Why are they spreading me out around the 9-yard line? Why are they spreading you out? They're spreading you out for a reason. They got backers up there. Remember, the big nickel is more of a passing type of linebackers and corners and safeties. Well, they got the blocking, and Bo Nix able to allow it to develop, rushes for a touchdown.
Will Lutz on for the extra point. He is still perfect on the year. Now 28-28. And the Broncos a much better opening drive than they had the entire Week 10 against the Raiders. They marched down the field 82 yards, and Denver up 7-0 here in Las Vegas. You're listening to Raiders football.
This is the Las Vegas Raiders Radio Network, your home for Raiders football.
He climbs, he floats down the field. He's got his man at the 5, into the end zone. Touchdown, Brock Bowers. 33 yards. Brocktimus Prime.
Just win, baby.
Raiders football is brought to you by America First Credit Union, Win Las Vegas, by NV Energy, Boyd.
Parents, say goodbye to haircut struggles. At Cookie Cutters Haircuts for Kids in Las Vegas, we turn haircuts into a fun adventure with fantasy chairs, indoor slides, and TVs at every station. Kids love the experience. And our friendly stylists make it quick, easy, and tear-free. From first trims to fresh cuts for school, we've got your family covered. Book your appointment online today at the Las Vegas location nearest you. Cookie Cutters Haircuts for Kids, where haircuts are fun.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining built Ford tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, built Ford tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
Boyd Gaming is a proud partner of your Las Vegas Raiders. And if you're a fan, there's no better place to play, to indulge, to feast, to bring your besties, and just win, baby. It's the perfect spot to watch the Raiders game, because we don't do black clouds, just silver linings. Suncoast, the Orleans, and the Boyd family of casinos, where the Raiders want to be.
Don't let the game get out of hand. For assistance, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Back-to-back weeks, the Raiders assemble out an opening drive touchdown. That happened a lot last week in the first half. They gave up a ton of yards for a second drive. And then Caillou Blue Kelly had an interception at the goal line. We'll see how Geno Smith and the offense come out and try and answer this Denver opening drive. It was very impressive and methodical by the Broncos. And, Pete Carroll has been saying, at least he was earlier in the year, how close they were to a lot of wins. And it was true and it was accurate. And they were very close to getting off the field. It was a 3rd and 3. Jamal Adams made a great play. R.J. Harvey just spun out of a tackle as Lutz lobs the kickoff end over end to our left side. Dylan Laube coming out from the 1, across the 20, angling to the middle of the field, 30. And he's brought down by a couple of Broncos there. Jonah Ellis, the son of the great Lions defensive lineman Luther Ellis, in to make that tackle. So here comes Geno Smith. Kirk, last week, yes, the Raiders only scored 14 points. He was sacked 5 times. 18 of 23, though, for 165 yards, 2 touchdowns to Brock Bowers. But they got to protect him. 25 sacks allowed the last 4 games. Heading into this week, the next most allowed over that 4-week span was 13. They come out. Caleb Rogers, for a second straight week, is getting the start at right guard. The 3rd-round pick out of Texas Tech, with Alex Kappa, his second career start at center. Dylan Parham at left guard, Stone Forsythe and DJ Glaze at the tackles. Bowers motions left. Geno's looking that way. Scans the middle. Fires. Caught Ian Thomas across the 40. He's drilled by Talanoa Hufanga, but it's good for a 12-yard gain and a first down.
Haven't seen Geno let it rip like that in a while. Pulled up the old fastball, right? Put the number 1 finger down, and he drilled that one right into Ian Thomas in between the 2 safeties. Talanoa Hufanga with a big hit, but man, that was a nice throw for Geno Smith.
And a clean pocket, right? Progressions held against the defense with 51 sacks. Nick Benito's the leader of that with 10.5. Jonathan Cooper on the other side has 7, and Zach Allen, very dangerous from the defensive line, with 6. Offset eye, Genty the tailback, pitch left side, trying to follow the blockers across the 45. Jonathan Cooper wraps both of his arms on him on the left side at the numbers. It's a 4-yard gain on first down. The Raiders and Ashton Genty, 635 yards rushing on the year. They go along with 43 catches. But Kirk, for a second straight year, 75 yards rushing a game, which is dead last in the NFL.
Yeah, but I want you to, how did you start that last playoff? What'd you say?
Before the fullback. With a fullback?
Yeah, offset eye.
Yeah.
See, so those are some of the nuances that we're seeing in the Greg Olsen offense. When was the last time you said offset eye?
Well, with Jakob Anderson when he was here.
How many years ago?
A year and a half, I believe.
Okay, there we go.
Trey Tucker is close to the line on the right side as the Broncos are showing blitz. It's a play fake from Geno. He has to step. He throws right side. Caught Trey Tucker just across the 45. Hufanga made the stop at the Broncos 42 near the sideline on the far side of the field. That's a solid strike and a 13-yard pickup.
And another clean pocket for Geno Smith. He allowed Trey Tucker to get outside of Jahdae Barr in the corner and right in front of Hufanga.
Tucker only had 2 catches week 10 against Denver. Empty set for Geno. Bowers left, Thomas right. There's the snap. He's looking left. He throws that way. Check me right to Genty. And he stepped out of bounds near sideline. Jahdae Barron, the first-round rookie out of Texas, made the stop at the 38-yard line. That is the 44th catch this year for Ashton Jeanty. But, Kirk, he was split out wide right. Yeah. That was designed to go there.
You like what you're seeing?
Yeah, it's different.
It's different, right?
A little different.
I mean, let's be honest. That's, as broadcasters and analysts, we're seeing a much different offense where Greg Olsen is down. He's not up, meaning that he's coaching from the sideline, calling plays down on the field, calling plays, not up in the booth.
Bowers joins Jack Besh and Trey Tucker on the left side of the field. Inside handoff, Jeanty trying to pick his way through the line. Jonah Ellis is pulling, and they'll stop his progression at the 35-yard line. Maybe 3. It'll be 3rd down and 3 or 4 here for the Raiders, right between the hash marks. 3:15 to go, first quarter. Broncos 7, Raiders nothing.
Seeing Caleb Rogers, number 76, get his feet wet a little bit. Love that. He was the puller on that play. As the right guard, he pulled around and got involved, meaning that he got into that pile, trying to get a good push for Ashton Jeanty. So seeing the young rookie starting to make his impact on this offensive line.
3 touches here on this opening drive. On the first 5 plays, 2 catches for, 2 runs for Ashton and a catch. Tyler Lockett shifts over to the left side in the slot. Bowers and Thomas both right. Gino the shotgun. Clean pocket. He's dancing. He pumps. He throws near side. Thomas breaks out of there at the 35, and he's upended near sideline at the 30. That's enough for a first down. Ian Thomas stayed in to block, but then as Gino used his feet, he released. He got himself open, picks up a first down.
Hey, who is this guy, number 80, for the Raiders, right? Who is this guy? All right, he's been Ian Thomas. He's your 3rd tight end, but all of a sudden, he's now become a factor in this passing game. 2 catches already on this drive alone. And remember, Ian Thomas came into the game, only 11 catches on the season.
Which is already his most since 2022, right? He was early in his career. Maybe he's a little buoyed here by Indiana's win over Ohio State in the Big Ten Championship.
I see where you're going.
His alma mater. He spent 2 years there. They were the number 1 seed in the college football playoff. Fresh set of downs, run side, right side. Ashton Jeanty following his blockers, pushed forward by Brock Bowers over the pile at the 24. That's a 6-yard run for the 6th overall pick with 1:45 to go here in the first quarter, and the Raiders answering the Broncos' opening drive.
I love this opening script, right? This is the opening script for the Raiders, okay? So Greg Olsen, offensive coordinator, is going through some different things right now, seeing how the Broncos are going to go out and defense them. So far, I like what he's doing, and look at this play right here.
Now they've got 4 players lined up like a diamond out to the right, and now they break out of that. Carter Runyon, Brock Bowers, they race over to the left side of the line. They both put their hands on the ground, and Ashton now is the single setback. Gino puts it in Ashton's belly, hops through the line, has the 20, pushed forward to a first down. 5 more on 2nd and 4. And this offense, at least for this drive, looks like the most confident and succinct offense, Kirk, that we have seen maybe since week 3.
Well, Greg Olsen gave Gino some weapons because they came out, saw the look that Denver gave them, killed the play to Gino, and got him to the right play.
1st and 10 in the red zone, just inside the 20 to our right. Inside of a minute to go, first quarter. Gino looks right, fires left, has Ashton far left, at the 20 with a stutter, and he's brought down at the 16-yard line. Outside the numbers, Riley Moss made the tackle. That was a very long throw, Kirk, from the right hash all the way to the far sideline. It picks up 3.
But Gino's confident right now. See? This drive is showing his confidence that he's throwing all the way to the outside, but he's giving guys opportunities to make plays and then run after catch. That's a nice job by Ashton Jeanty, making a guy miss, turning a 1-yard catch into a 5-yard gain.
Raiders do have to snap it before the end of the quarter. Play clock's at 11, game clock's at 12. They gave him 5, 2nd and 5, just outside the 15. Lockett, Besh right side, shotgun. Gino's going to throw again. He's looking left. He's angling to the end zone. Bowers adjusts, makes the grab. Touchdown Raiders. What a throw. What a grab. And the Raiders with zeros on the first quarter clock answer the Broncos drive with one of their own.
He's got him. He was in the back of the end zone. I was waiting. When is Gino going to throw it? He wanted to throw it initially, but he allowed the route to develop a little bit more, and he just lobbed it into the back of the end zone, and it goes right into the hands of Brock Bowers. He got lost. The attention is on Brock, but it was the route that he took that allowed him to get open, and what a throw from Geno Smith, and a first drive, opening drive for the Raiders for a touchdown.
Daniel Carlson on to try and add the PAT. Good snap, put down, kick is through, and that PAT brought to you by Credit One Bank. Credit One Bank, the official credit card of the Las Vegas Raiders. You know what's as equally as great
What?
As an opening drive answer touchdown.
What's that?
We had one commercial in the first quarter.
Oh, what's
we
that
reached
mean?
the end of the first quarter.
Oh, man.
Game tied at 7. You're listening to the Las Vegas Raiders Radio Network.
Are you looking to up your game day? Join the nation at the Raiders Masquerade VIP Tailgate, the ultimate pregame experience for you to enjoy live music with unlimited food, unlimited drinks, and non-stop party vibes, all before the Raiders kick off at Allegiant Stadium. Go to RaidersExperiences.com today to book this exclusive tailgate experience, powered by Confirmed 360.
Rahan Naqvi with Naqvi Injury Law, here to give you some facts before you pick an injury lawyer. Fact 1. A lot of lawyers say they're the best, but only Naqvi won Best of Las Vegas Gold 11 straight times. Fact 2. Over 1,000 of our cases were referred to us from other lawyers. When other lawyers trust you to handle their cases, you should too. Focus on the facts when picking a lawyer. Call Naqvi at 702-INJURED.
You did it again. You made us #1 in USA Today's 10 Best for the third year in a row. You voted Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel the best casino outside of Las Vegas for the third time. And Yamava Resort grabbed a first-time win as the best casino hotel. Enjoy the winning atmosphere at one of more than 150 gaming tables, more than 7,400 slot machines, and 5 high-limit rooms. That's not all. Grab a bite at the Pines Modern Steakhouse, voted the best casino restaurant for the third year in a row. You in? Details at Yamava.com. Must be 21 to enter. Please gamble responsibly.
Businesses across the country are committed to getting things back to how they were. Shift 4 is committed to helping them get there. We're the leader in integrated payment processing, making things safer and more secure for businesses of all shapes and sizes, from the neighborhood bar and grill to the biggest resort casinos on the Strip. And now, the proud payments partner of your Las Vegas Raiders. Visit shift4.com to get started.
The Raiders answer the Broncos' 82-yard, 8.5-minute drive with a 10-play, 70-yard drive, taking the remaining 6:06 off the first quarter clock. And Geno Smith was 6 of 6 for 53 yards and a touchdown pass to Brock Bowers. Ian Thomas, 2 grabs. Ashton Jeanty Kirk, 6 touches on those 10 plays.
Unreal. Because this offense was humming. They were moving. So an outstanding job by the offensive line. They come in and they've been criticized, but that was a great job on that first drive.
Kick off right to left to the far corner, caught at the 5-yard line by Mims. Across the 20, angling in the middle of the field, 30. Darian Porter brings him to the turf at the 34 with a late flag thrown in from the near side. That flag, by the way,
was about 40 yards.
So how long is a football field sideline to sideline? 53.
Yeah.
That flag was thrown 28 yards. Near sideline to the right hash mark.
That thing was flying. It looked like one of those airplanes that you throw back in middle school.
During the return, holding. Receiving team number 31. Good. 10-yard penalty. First down.
Chris Abrams-Drain, the backup cornerback from Missouri, who started against the Raiders week 10 because Patrick Surtain was out. The first of 3 games he missed with the pec injury. So 14:52 to go, second quarter. Broncos 7, Raiders 7. And, again, it's nuances. You're seeing it, but you felt like you saw something different out of a Greg Olsen offense there than we saw with Chip Kelly.
Yeah, you mentioned it already. Offset eye. I think Geno Smith, you saw the rhythm that he got in. He was making some throws that I haven't seen him make really all season long. He was throwing from one hash mark to the other, and just a lot of confidence, especially into Ian Thomas as well. 2 receptions on that drive.
Broncos come out with Lil Jordan Humphrey split out wide right. They have a fullback. Bo Nix with a play fake, rolling across his body over the middle. Has Humphrey across the 30, driven out of bounds by Polamau into the Broncos bench at the 32-yard line. But Bo Nix rolling left, throwing across his shoulder, and drills that for 13 yards.
Well, you mentioned it, Lil Jordan Humphrey's in the game. That's who he completed the pass to. But what it was is we've seen it throughout this game so far, the play-action pass for the Denver Broncos. That time, Charles Snowden, he sold out on the run, and yet when Bo Nix pulled it, there was nobody there, and that's how he found Humphrey in behind the linebacker.
Straight eye formation behind Bo Nix. Man, that's so different these days. And it is a run play to Harvey, following Prentice through the left side of the line, brought down at the 40-yard line. Thomas Booker at the bottom of that pile, along with Landon Roberts. It's a 6-yard run on first down, 7-yard run. So far in this ball game, R.J. Harvey, 4 carries, 37 yards. He also has 2 catches. And again, look, the reality is everyone's comparing all the rest of the rookie running backs to Ashton because he was picked 6th.
Correct.
They aren't comparable because Ashton this year has not been running behind the same offensive line as any of the other guys.
No, not at all. At all. And look, obviously the commitment to the run hasn't been there as much as we wanted to as well.
Shotgun for Bo Nix. Harvey to his left. 2 receivers right. He's back to throw. 3-step drop. Scans left side. Throw him. Caught at the 44. Tight coverage. And brought down Caillou Blue Kelly on the rookie Pat Bryant, but caught it in his stomach just across the first down marker. And a pickup of 4 and a first down.
Just an easy pitch and catch. And that time when you want to get guys who are right near that line of scrimmage, you got to play more, I think, bump and run. I mean, he's all over him right there, but that's Caillou Blue Kelly. So they're still continuing to rotate at that opposite corner position, opposite of Eric Stokes.
Yep, Darian Porter played the first drive, got to start Kelly in here on the second drive. Remember, Kelly had his first 2 career interceptions in Denver week 10. And he had one last week at the goal line, stopping a Chargers' lengthy drive. 1st and 10 for the Broncos, 2 minutes into the second quarter. Handoff, trying the middle, angling right side, swung down. Charles Snowden came over the left side of the line, got in the backfield, and he dropped Harvey for a 3-yard loss. Kirk, it was the Broncos game that was his best game of the year. He just had a big play.
Yeah, and because he comes back and does what he did on the first play to open his drive. Remember, he's just selling out. I don't care about the quarterback. Quarterback, you can pull it. We'll come chase you down. But that's what Charles Snowden does. He's able to track down the running back. He did a nice job on that one. Now, you know the bootleg's coming after this.
Well, 2nd and 13. So you get a big play on first down. Raiders have had a lot of those this year, but they haven't been able to follow it up. He moves Mims in motion left side. Nick settles into the pocket, fires, has Mims at the 45, snatched it out of the air. Jeremy Chin out there to combine on the tackle with Devin White at the 47-yard line, and there is an injured Raider in the secondary. It's Caillou Blue Kelly, and he is holding his knee, Kirk.
Yeah, he is.
He is holding his left knee. He is writhing in pain. Eric Stokes and Lonnie Johnson are out there. They're both taking knees. Some of the Broncos players are around there taking knees as well. And that, you see that scene, Kirk, and you hear the volume of what those guys are hearing down on the field. And you know that felt serious out on the field.
Yeah, it did. I mean, you got Max Crosby, Eric Stokes nearby.
Yep.
You mentioned all those players who are taking a knee right now.
So they are attending to Caillou Blue Kelly, his left knee. We step aside. You're listening to Raiders football.
Raider Nation, this season brings a changing of the tides. And just like your Las Vegas Raiders, Ford's starting lineup is always ready for what's next. Whether it's the strength of F-150, the grit of Bronco family, or the speed of Mustang, Ford is prepared for whatever lies ahead. So just win, baby, and dominate every drive in a Ford. Only at your Southern Nevada Ford dealers, the proud partners of the Las Vegas Raiders.
With shared values of commitment to excellence, teamwork, and community service, NV Energy is proud to partner with the Las Vegas Raiders in our Seats for Soldiers program. To show our appreciation for Nevada's military and veteran service members, we are sending some of these deserving individuals to a Las Vegas Raiders home game at Allegiant Stadium during the 2025 season. When it comes to supporting Nevada's communities and its military, you can count on NV Energy. Visit Raiders.com/Seats for Soldiers to learn more.
Parents, say goodbye to haircut struggles. At Cookie Cutters Haircuts for Kids in Las Vegas, we turn haircuts into a fun adventure with fantasy chairs, indoor slides, and TVs at every station. Kids love the experience, and our friendly stylists make it quick, easy, and tear-free. From first trims to fresh cuts for school, we've got your family covered. Book your appointment online today at the Las Vegas location nearest you. Cookie Cutters Haircuts for Kids, where haircuts are fun.
This is the Las Vegas Raiders Radio Network, your home for Raiders football.
He climbs, he floats down the field. He's got his man at the 5, into the end zone. Touchdown, Brock Bowers. 33 yards. Brocktimus Prime.
Just win, baby.
Raiders football is brought to you by America First Credit Union, Win Las Vegas, by NV Energy, Boyd.
Started with the entire Raiders defense walking out to where Caillou Blue Kelly is now still on the field next to the cart that is out there at the 35-yard line and just in front of the Broncos bench. Now the entire Raiders bench has moved their way over. They've got Caillou Blue Kelly up. They hop him onto the cart. He air cast is on his left leg. Really ovation here, Kirk, from the crowd. That first quarter of Raiders football, by the way, was presented by Credit One Bank, the official credit card of the Las Vegas Raiders. Visit CreditOneBankTravel.com. TV, as they've got Caillou Blue Kelly on the cart, TV is taking another timeout. We told you already, there was only one commercial break during the first quarter, so they're taking another one. We will too. You're listening to the Las Vegas Raiders Radio Network.
Need better internet? Cox Internet has the fast, reliable speeds you're looking for. Perfect for seamless streaming, gaming, and working from home. And now get Cox 300 meg internet with a 2-year plan price lock guarantee, plus equipment included.
Oh, yeah.
So get your household up to speed. Switch to Cox Internet today. Taxes and fees excluded from price guarantee.
Hey, Benjamin, we've got a surprise for you.
What?
You have a brother. $100 bill just like you.
Hey, I'm Ben.
What?
We just got him for joining America First Credit Union and opening a new checking account.
And you're going to live together at America First.
What?
This is nice.
For a limited time, new members get a $100 cash bonus when they open a checking account or $50 when they open a youth checking account. So head to AmericaFirst.com and get your money working today. Membership eligibility, terms, and conditions apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Raiders football is brought to you by Allegiant Air. Allegiant, the official airline of the Raiders. Low fares, nonstop flights, only at Allegiant.com. America First Credit Union, the official credit union of the Las Vegas Raiders. By Coca-Cola Zero Sugar, the official soft drink of the Las Vegas Raiders. By Modelo, a reward for those with a fighting spirit. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
At Intermountain Health, we believe life is a circle. May yours surround you with insight, a healthy perspective, trust, and reassurance. The belief that our differences aren't that different, and compassion just when you need it most. Life is a circle. May yours help you live the healthiest life possible. Intermountain Health.
Caillou Kelly, right hand in the air, thumb raised, something we've seen so often in sports over the last 30 or so years. Mike Gottlieb did that with the Lions when he was carted off, paralyzed at that time. Back on the field, 3rd and 8 for the Broncos. Bo Nix back to throw. Pressure up the middle. He escapes. He throws down the field. Caught Cortland Sutton. Tight coverage. Darian Porter and Sutton ripped it away. It is a first down. There's also a flag in the secondary, and it's going to go against the Raiders.
Yeah, they're going to look like Porter on a hold, but they may decline the holding because they get the first down anyway.
Yeah.
Result of the play is a completed pass for a first down. Holding. Defense number 26. That penalty's declined. First down.
And Jason, just always remember, they're going to go after Darian Porter. Now, he's still a rookie.
Yep.
And now with the injury to Caillou Blue Kelly, that rotation is no longer. This is Porter's game.
You're right. Game. Next up, you got Greedy Vance, who's been playing in the slot. You have DeCamerion Richardson, who hasn't played a single snap all year. Rush set it down. It's Bo Nix is scanning. He throws right side, but Day rips it out near sideline 40, and he steps out of bounds. Devin White was closest to him at the 39. 5 yards. Bo Nix, 11 of 12. Nothing deep.
No.
But 79 yards and a rushing touchdown here in his first 2 Broncos drives.
Yeah, it's all quick hitters, efficient drives. A little upset there that Taka Hemingway had an outstanding real pass rush. Couldn't get to Bo Nix, but look, he's getting the ball out quickly, right? It's 1, 2, 3, and he's throwing it, getting it out of his hands. It's a check down, throwing it away, but that's what he likes to do.
And they have a rotation of running backs. It's R.J. Harvey, it's Bidet. Now it's Jaleel McLaughlin in his 3rd year out of Youngstown State. Versatile guy. Pat Bryant starts, motions right, left, throws. McLaughlin thrown down. Max Crosby, a tackle for a loss. That is 24 on the season, which is only behind Myles Garrett, who had 2 more today and another sack.
Oh, man, what a great day. What a nice job by Max Crosby. Again, these defensive ends and outside linebackers, they don't care about the bootleg. They are just going downhill. They're riding the wave and getting into the running back.
So 3rd down and 6. Broncos so far 3 for 3 on 3rd down. Mims right side with Evan Ingram. Shotgun with Bo Nix. Raiders only one man with his hand on the ground. Here comes a blitz. Nix is backpedaling, throwing far side, hand fighting, and it's broken up. Darian Porter, step for step with Cortland Sutton at the 25, who was falling into the sideline, couldn't reel it in, and a 3rd down stop for the Raiders.
You know, Jason, I talked about it a little bit earlier. You got to understand who you are as a player, and I like the way that Darian Porter on that last one, he just goes right there and went straight into press. Remember, Darian Porter, he's 6'2", Cortland Sutton 6'4". He's not going to run by you. You got to be sticky in your coverage.
Broncos are setting up for a 58-yard field goal. Will Lutz, his career long is 60. This is from the left hash. Remember, we saw a 68-yarder in this building earlier this year. The play clock is at 0, and now finally the flag.
Delay game, offense, 5-yard penalty.
I wonder, that seemed like it was designed to try and get the Raiders to jump to either make it a 53-yard field goal.
But why would they jump?
Well, I don't know.
On the field goal.
Why does anybody do anything? Now they're going to bring the punt team out. And that big defensive stop by the Raiders brought to you by Coors Light, official beer of Raider Nation. Made to chill, 2025 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly. Why are you asking me these questions?
Because I would have rather them line up in an offensive set. You line up for a field goal. I'm not going to jump. Why am I jump?
DJ Turner promoted from the practice squad with Alex Bachman out with a injury. So Turner is back to receive this punt from Jeremy Crawshaw, who rookie, turns it over. End over end punt, heading to the end zone. Turner toes the 5, signals for the fair catch, and he makes it right there. So a 35-yard punt done perfectly, and the Raiders will take over on their own 5-yard line. But the defense gets a stop. 7-7 game. 10:03 to go, second quarter. You're listening to the Las Vegas Raiders Radio Network.
Whether you're courtside or poolside, in a box suite or penthouse suite, on the sideline or a zip line, there's no better place than Vegas to be part of the action. In the arena and out on the town. The loudest cheers, the brightest lights, and the sweetest celebrations. Wherever your night takes you, welcome to fabulous Las Vegas. Plan your trip today at visitlasvegas.com.
Taste the authentic flavors of Hawaii with Kuloa Rum, the official ultra premium rum of the Las Vegas Raiders. It's rich and smooth. With every sip, you'll discover the spirit of aloha. It isn't just rum, it's Kuloa Rum. Award-winning, distinctly different, and uniquely Hawaiian. Kuloa Rum, the official ultra premium rum of the Las Vegas Raiders. Must be at least 21. Please drink responsibly.
Alltech Lansing has been perfecting sound since 1927, so you can elevate your Las Vegas Raiders tailgate with legendary audio. Raider Nation, make some noise at your next tailgate with a Sound Rover 180, complete with 6 hours of playtime, microphone, party light modes, and a portable trolley-style design. Visit alltechlansing.com/Raiders15 for 15% off your Sound Rover 180. That's ALTECLANSING.com/Raiders15 for 15% off. Alltech Lansing, an official audio partner of the Las Vegas Raiders.
Tim Cates back inside our Silver and Black studios with the scoreboard update brought to you by Allegiant, the official airline of the Las Vegas Raiders. Low fares, nonstop flights, book now only at Allegiant.com. In Arizona, first quarter, Jacoby Brissett, 19-yard touchdown pass to Michael Wilson. Cardinals lead the Rams 7-3. No score, Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Packers and the Bears. A couple of finals from the early games in Tampa. Saints beat the Buccaneers 24-20, their third win of the season. In Cleveland, Titans hang on and beat the Browns 31-29, their second win of the season. Back inside Allegiant, Jason Kirk. Guys.
All right, Tim, those last ones you talked about. New Orleans now behind the Raiders in terms of the draft order. The Browns have 3 wins and beat the Raiders, so they're behind them as well. So at the moment, depending on what happens here, Raiders are looking at the top 3 of the draft. The Titans certainly have been trending up. And that win over Cleveland, tiebreaker aspect of things. So again, still 5 weeks to figure out. The Raiders aren't worried about that now. At least not the players, certainly, or the coaching staff. First and 10 on their own 5-7-7 game. Gino with a play fake. He's in his end zone. He throws it backwards. It's caught by Genti at the goal line. And he spins his way forward out to the 4. It's a loss of 1. The ball was also thrown backwards, Kirk. Technically, that may be a run, but it's a loss of 1 either way.
Yeah, it's almost like it was a lateral.
It was a lateral.
To a point where I think Geno Smith, if he throws it to the feet of Ashton Jeanty,
it's a fumble.
It's still a fumble.
Yeah,
right?
That's right.
That's how crazy that play was.
Yeah.
Whew. Raiders get out of disaster on that one.
It is officially a loss of 1 on a run play. 5 carries, 16 yards for Jeanty. 2nd and 11. Geno Smith, 6 of 6 in that opening drive. It was a touchdown drive. 3 receivers right. Jack Besh, only receiver wide left. He's got Pat Surtain on him. Geno looking that way. He throws that way, and he throws outside of Besh, and a flag thrown from the secondary at the feet of Patrick Surtain. Jack Besh ran straight up the field, Kirk. It looked like he was trying to break outside.
Right.
And I think we're going to get interference on Pat Surtain the second.
Yeah, you don't get that too often, and they were locked up. Remember, Jack Besh, not necessarily a speedster.
Defense number 2. The ball be placed at the spot of the foul, automatic first down.
Yeah, I mean,
by the way, it is amazing that you hear so many boos in this building.
Right.
We're used to it now, but that is obviously a pro Broncos crowd saying that.
Yeah, I mean, both guys were locked up. A lot of times officials let that one go, but it was the restriction by the left hand of Patrick Surtain that didn't allow Jack Besh to come back to the football.
Who has been on the field a lot, and he will be today. No Dante Thornton active, no Alex Bachman. Besh motions left to right. He stops over the right tackle, DJ Glaze. 1st and 10 from the 11. They're trying left side. Jeanty cuts across the middle, and his forward progress stopped just outside the 15-yard line. So 4 yards on the run for Ashton Jeanty. It'll be 2nd down and 6 for the Raiders. 9 minutes to go, 2nd quarter. Game tied at 7.
Yeah, nice job of Jeanty again, reading his offensive line, being able to cut back and find the opening. That's what he's done well, right? We talked about it when he changed his stance during the season. He's been able to see the line and know where the holes are, where the weakness in the defense is.
He's standing up straight, left side. Geno Smith, who's got Ian Thomas on the left side. Now Brock Bowers trots over and joins him there. On 2nd and 5, shotgun snap. Broncos bring 4. Pocket collapses. Geno trying to escape, and he's tracked down from behind. Malcolm Roach on the backside. Zach Allen got him on the front side. They combine on a sack to drop him back at the 8-yard line for a loss of 8.
Yeah, Geno didn't have any chance. I mean, there was no chance on that one. Immediately when that ball is snapped, Roach just walked not only the center Kappa, but also Parham on the left side. They both were like knocked right into Geno Smith.
Yep. Malcolm Roach, 2 sacks coming into the game. One of those was against the Raiders. So 2/3 of the 6th-year pro defensive lineman sacks this year have come against Las Vegas. 3 receivers stacked left. Shotgun on 3rd and 13 for Geno. Raises his legs. Broncos. He hands it off to Jeanty. Stutters into the hole, trying to get as much as he can. Out across the 10 and brought down at the 14. Nick Benito on the stop. There is a flag down that was thrown at the line.
Yeah, Nick Benito was offsides.
Offside. Defense number 15. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
All right, so try that again.
Yeah, so because what you're seeing is Stone Forsythe's on the left side. Stone Forsythe had this unbelievable step kick. Like, you know how offensive linemen, they get that kick out? So Benito realizes he's cheating up because Forsythe, and I don't want to talk out too loud, he's kind of cheating back a little bit off the line of scrimmage. So that's where Benito's trying to get a little bit of an extra edge over here on the line. If you look at 70, see that? See that, Jason?
Yeah, he's got that stance.
He's got the stance.
Is his body by the ball. 3rd and 8, they try again. Here's an all-out blitz. Geno standing, still has the ball, trying to escape. He held it too long, and he's brought down at the 5-yard line. Hit from behind and finally brought down. John Franklin Myers, 5.5 sacks on the year. The Broncos have 2 on the drive. You just can't hold it that long.
Yeah, you can't hold it that long. JFM, John Franklin Myers. But the thing about it was everyone was covered. So, in actuality, Geno Smith did a good job of not throwing the ball into harm's way. We've seen him trying to force things, and that's where the bad plays come in. Allow yourself an opportunity to kick, whether it's a field goal or a punt. This time it's a punt, but we don't get an interception. That's a good call by Geno Smith.
Here comes the punt from A.J. Cole. He gets it out from the back of the end zone. It's a low kick, caught at the 49. Marvin Mims starts left. He's got blockers in front of him, gets out of there. He's down the sideline 40, and he's pointing. A.J. Cole, the only man to block. They do it at the 10, and Mims with a 48-yard punt return for a touchdown. He started left and stuttered. He is dangerous. He's an all-pro as a returner. And the punting game against Denver this year, Kirk, has just been disastrous.
I mean, I thought he was down at least 3 or 4 times. You know, Mims, he goes up. He breaks the tackle of Da'Kerion Richardson. I saw 44 also have an opportunity to bring him down. That's Tommy Eichenberg. But just so many guys on top of each other. There's not the web, right? You need a web of cast of guys who converge on the Mims. They had about 3 or 4 guys stacked on top of each other. When you find the wall like Mims did, it's hard to bring down.
Extra point for Will Lutz up and through. So 6:29 to go here before halftime, and the Broncos special teams, which changed the game in Denver, are doing it here in Las Vegas. Marvin Mims, 48-yard punt return for touchdown. Broncos 14, Raiders 7. You're listening to the Las Vegas Raiders Radio Network.
Okay, in Raider Nation, you gotta bring it every day. And the Platinum X5 Visa Signature Card from Credit One Bank is built for every day. With cashback rewards on eligible purchases like gas and groceries. So whether you're going to a home game or just filling up the tank on the way home, you're ready to bring it day in and day out. With the Platinum X5 Visa Signature Card. Learn more at CreditOneBank.com. Terms apply. Credit One Bank. For what's ahead.
Go on. Get a little out there. Travel beyond Nevada's neon glow. Drive where the stars sparkle and the desert goes and goes. Visit a world apart. See some funky art. Find anything and everything in Nevada's heart. Go on. Get a little out there. Start planning your trip at TravelNevada.com.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Rahan Naqvi with Naqvi Injury Law. Over 1,000 of our cases were referred to us from other lawyers. When other lawyers trust you to handle their cases, you should too. Call Naqvi at 702-INJURED.
Raiders just showed Tyrone Wheatley rumbling through the Chiefs secondary at Arrowhead, refusing to be tackled. Former Raiders running back, former top 10 overall pick by the Giants after a phenomenal career at Michigan. True story. The only game I was ever late growing up going to Michigan football.
What's that?
Tyrone Wheatley returned the opening kickoff for a 100-yard touchdown, and my uncle was very angry at me that I was the one that made us late. Hey, listen, sometimes you got to go to the bathroom on the way in. It happens. I was, 10 years old? 6:29 to go, second quarter. Broncos, Marvin Mims with a punt return for touchdown. His first career punt return for touchdown. He had a kick return for score as a rookie. That is first career punt return. The Broncos up 14-7. A high end-over-end kickoff from Will Lutz. Finds its way to Mostert at the 5-yard line. Trying up the 20. Has the 30. Bounces off a tackler, and he's going to go down at the 31-yard line. Raiders have not had a kick return for a touchdown in 14 years. Maybe that comes to an end before this season is over. We'll find out. Geno Smith takes over 2 drives. The first very successful, 10 plays, 70 yards. The second one, they were backed up at the 5 to start. And a couple of sacks here. And that can't continue, Kirk. Again, Geno Smith coming into the day, sacked 25 times over the last 4 games. Now, last week, Caleb Rogers was rotating at right guard. This week, the 3rd-round pick, he's staying in there. Looks like it's his game. Pistol formation for Geno with Ashton right behind him. They move Ian Thomas to the right side. Geno with a 3-step drop. Fires near side. Caught Trey Tucker at the 39. Breaks away from one tackle and does not go down. Steps out of bounds at the 42-yard line on the near side. Trey Tucker picks up 11 and a hard-fought first down.
Yeah, nice suddenness in that move. Trey Tucker was breaking to the outside. Once he caught the football, it was like a sudden move. Didn't allow the defensive back to find which way to go. And a nice job by Tucker to get extra yards after the catch.
That's split out wide left. Brock Bowers slot right. Broncos edge up like a blitz. Geno holds off on his cadence. Now he moves Thomas to the left side. They toss left side. Genty trying to follow his blockers, picking his way. There's just no room Broncos stack him up outside the left numbers at the 45. He picked up enough. I did not think he was going to get more than a yard. He picked up 3.
Yeah, I agree with you. There was nothing there. Yet he found 3 yards. Like that just shows you Ashton Jeanty and the power in which he runs with. He kind of just put his head down and said, there's nothing there. I'm going to create a lane. Created his own lane for 3 yards.
Yep. By the way, the Raiders, per Rachel Gosen, our digital editor for the Raiders, said that the opening drive touchdown in this ball game, the first for the Raiders this year since the opening drive of the season against the Patriots. It was the longest active drought without an opening drive score in the NFL. Shotgun, here comes a blitz, backpedaling, throwing, lobbing over Genty's shoulder, and he couldn't adjust. He had a great mismatch on the outside backer, Dondre Tillman. Justin Sternad had the pressure up the middle. Great job by Gino to get it away into an opportunity. Just couldn't put it over the correct shoulder for Ashton to make the grab in space.
Oh, the old rush with Peel, meaning that they sent a zone blitz. The outside guy you mentioned is Tillman. He's going to rush the passer, but if the back comes out, he's got to peel with the back. Gino just couldn't see it in time. He had a wide open Jeanty that could have still been running.
They're down in 7 on their own 45, down 14-7. Broncos, here they come with 7. It's an all-out blitz again. Oh, Gino almost threw a pick to Zach Allen. The Raiders had no chance, and Gino had no one anywhere close to that ball. And if Zach Allen makes that catch, it's a 35-yard interception for touchdown.
Well, it's Benito versus Stone Forsythe. That's what the matchup is going to be all about. And that time, Benito got to Geno Smith as they were trying to set up a screen behind him. Geno threw that blindly and almost intercepted by Allen.
So A.J. Cole will try and boom this one deep. He's standing on the 31. Marvin Mims trolling the 8-yard line to our left. A.J. Cole's not had the same type of season, although he's done a good job pinning guys back. He gets that end-over-end boot angling near sideline. Mims walks over and calls for a fair catch at the 12. So a 43-yard punt, and the Broncos will start inside their own 15-yard line with 4:42 to go before halftime. Raiders trailing 14-7 here at home. You're listening to the Las Vegas Raiders Radio Network.
Need better internet? Cox Internet has the fast, reliable speeds you're looking for. Perfect for seamless streaming, gaming, and working from home. And now get Cox 300 meg internet with a 2-year plan price lock guarantee, plus equipment included.
Oh, yeah.
So get your household up to speed. Switch to Cox Internet today. Taxes and fees excluded from price guarantee.
Karma Automotive proudly serves as the official luxury electric vehicle of the Las Vegas Raiders. As America's first and only ultra-luxury automaker, from our Cavea 1,000 horsepower Super Coupe to the Rivero, the extended range sedan, Karma blends supernatural innovation with American ingenuity. We are shaping the future of automotive aspiration. For assigned drivers only. Reserve your Karma at karmaautomotive.com.
Hey, did you see that game last weekend? It was crazy.
Actually, we were there.
Wait, like in person? How'd you swing that?
Allegiant had a super affordable nonstop flight out there. And with how low the airfare was, buying tickets to the game was a no-brainer.
Hold my beer. I'm going to Allegiant.com right now.
Allegiant, the official airline of the Las Vegas Raiders. Nonstop flights from Las Vegas to Fresno, California. One way for as low as $48. Must be purchased by 1/10/2026 for travel between 12/15/2025 and 8/18/2026. Seats and dates limited. Restrictions apply. See Allegiant.com for details.
If you are a fighter, Modelo is your reward. So listen close. You put up with a lot, but you always hold it down for your people. You are strong. You are fearless. You are the baddest on the block. You are an elbow grease factory, a force of nature. You are not to be reckoned with. You are a ride or die, a powerhouse of productivity. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. You've earned every last drop of this rich golden lager, so raise it up high. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Allegiant is the official airline of the Las Vegas Raiders. Low fares, nonstop flights booked now only at Allegiant.com. And Raiders football is powered by Cox, proud partner of the Las Vegas Raiders. Denver 14, Las Vegas 7. 4:42 to go here in the second quarter. Broncos begin the drive on their own 12-yard line on our left side of the end zone, and behind them, painted silver with the black letters spelling out Las Vegas. Handoff inside. Harvey trying to pick his way across the 15 and brought down after a pickup of 4. We pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Raiders football. Second and 6 for Sean Payton and the Broncos. 10-2 on the season, winners of 9 in a row. And the amazing fact of all that is that they have trailed in all 9 of those games. Adam Prentice on the right side as an extra tight end. They move Lil Jordan Humphrey over to the left. On second down, play fake. Bo Nix rolling right side. Throws Lil Jordan Humphrey across the 20 with a shimmy. And brought down by Stokes and a Landon Roberts, but falls forward out past the 23. It is a first down and a pickup of 6. It'll be a new set of downs for the Broncos with 3:45 and a moving clock.
Yeah, so Jason, quick scouting here, right? Little Jordan Humphrey's in the game.
He's getting the football.
He's getting the football,
yep.
Right? And
yep.
It's a bootleg action. So that's 2 times he's been in the game. Bootleg right here, Little Jordan Humphrey.
Well,
so he comes into the game. Hey, everybody, guess what? He's probably going to get the ball.
He was on the Broncos last year. He had 31 catches. He's in his 7th year in the league. He was on the Giants practice squad. The Broncos signed him off that practice squad, and he's been active 3 games. Bo Nix wide left on the snap. Comes at firing. Left seam. Caught at the 33. And scampering forward to the 36. The tight end, Adam Troutman, between a pair of defenders, picks up another first down. Bo Nix, Kirk, is 13 of 15 for 98 yards.
But he ain't throwing the ball, though. You know what I'm saying?
What does that mean?
Like, he's just like nicking you. There's not the big play.
But isn't that worse?
No, it's not worse. We just got to tackle. Like, that's an easy play right there. Troutman catches the ball 4 yards short of the first down, makes one guy miss.
I'll tell you why I believe that's worse in a second. 1st and 10, 2:35 to go. Broncos with another play fake. Bo Nix trying to scamper in the pocket, fires left side. R.J. Harvey, his release valve at the 35, and he's drilled far sideline by Polamalu and shoved out of bounds at the 39-yard line. 3 yards. The reason I think it's worse is because you believe you can get off the field.
Right.
And then you're not getting off the field. Because on a deep ball or a big play, you're like, oh, well, we just had one mistake. They're just demoralizing you down the field.
Yeah, but it's like a 4-yard gain, a 5-yard gain.
No, I understand.
Those are the ones I'm like.
But you're out there longer, you're more tired.
Oh, I agree. They're executing the short yardage, but they're not beating us deep. And so I think that's the part that I'm telling our guys. Let's handle our business. They're not going to throw it over our heads, but we got to be more man-to-man, bump and run.
Well, they've reached the 2-minute warning, and the Broncos leading 14-7. Raiders will get the ball to start the second half. Can the defense get a stop? You're listening to the Las Vegas Raiders Radio Network.
Alltech Lansing has been perfecting sound since 1927, so you can elevate your Las Vegas Raiders tailgate with legendary audio. Raider Nation, make some noise at your next tailgate with a Sound Rover 180, complete with 6 hours of playtime, microphone, party light modes, and a portable trolley-style design. Visit alltechlansing.com/Raiders15 for 15% off your Sound Rover 180. That's ALTECLANSING.com/Raiders15 for 15% off. Alltech Lansing, an official audio partner of the Las Vegas Raiders.
Raiders football is brought to you by Karma Automotive, the official luxury electric vehicle of the Las Vegas Raiders. Taste the spirit of Aloha. Kaloa Rum, the official ultra-premium rum of the Las Vegas Raiders. Drink responsibly. Experience the future of payments with Shift 4, the official payment partner of the Las Vegas Raiders. Visit shift4.com to learn more.
You did it again. You made us #1 in USA Today's 10 Best for the 3rd year in a row. You voted Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel the best casino outside of Las Vegas for the 3rd time. And Yamava Resort grabbed a first-time win as the best casino hotel. Enjoy the winning atmosphere at one of more than 150 gaming tables, more than 7,400 slot machines, and 5 high-limit rooms. That's not all. Grab a bite at the Pines Modern Steakhouse, voted the best casino restaurant for the 3rd year in a row. You in? Details at Yamava.com. Must be 21 to enter. Please gamble responsibly.
2-minute warning. Broncos 14, Raiders 7, 2nd and 6 for Denver, coming up on their own 40-yard line. Jason Horwitz, Kirk Morrison having a discussion here in the break. 3 college teams declining bowl invitations.
Yeah.
Notre Dame left out of the college football playoff, and they announced They will not play in a bowl game. Kansas State and Iowa State are searching, well, they found new coaches, but they don't have them yet.
Yeah, so I would ask you this question. How do you walk into those seniors on that team who didn't know they played their last game, but you say, hey, you're done here. You're done. No more games.
Well, what if it's what if, I mean, and there's a possibility they took the vote and said, hey, we don't. Again, college athletics is very different, as it has been, the nostalgia and all of that. There will be a bowl game right here on December 31st. I didn't look to see if the teams were announced here for the Las Vegas Bowl. Have they been? All right, Brian's going to write it down for me. We'll get that in a second. 2nd down and 6 coming up. Utah and Nebraska.
Oh,
that's
nice.
good. All right, there you go. Utah and Nebraska. Bring in the new year here in Allegiant Stadium.
The Utes.
2nd and 6 for the Broncos on their own 40. They work left to right. Ball on the left hash mark for Bo Nix, who is 14 of 16 for 102 yards. It's a run play Harvey through the middle. Crosby closes it down. He drags him out to the 44. It's a pickup of 4. It'll be 3rd down. Broncos do have all 3 timeouts left. If the Raiders can get a stop here, they have 2 timeouts. Try and get the ball back for Geno Smith, who, again, we're seeing something similar this week to last week. One great first half drive, and then some struggles on the other 2 drives they've had.
Yeah, because remember, off script. I always said the script early, then what do you do when you get off the script? The Raiders haven't shown that. But this is a big 3rd and 1 right here.
Broncos with a heavy set. 3 tight ends, 2 left, 1 right. Nix is under center. Snap, pitches, left. Harvey trying to get the edge. Stumbles, has the 1st down. Still going. Finally brought down by Jonah Laulu at midfield. They get a fresh set of downs as the clock continues to run. Broncos not using any of those 3 timeouts with 1:05. Clock still moving.
Yeah, so impressed with Harvey. He actually was stopped because Devin White did a good job of turning it back. But when Harvey was able to stop and change his direction, there was just nobody there, and he was able to get the 1 yard needed.
Speaking of Iowa State, Darian Porter was first one there. Couldn't bring him down. Porter, after the 6 years there with Matt Campbell in Ames. Matt Campbell now the new head coach of Penn State. Injury update, Caillou Blue-Kelly, and this is not a surprise. This is official from the Raiders. He is out.
Yes.
He left earlier in the ball game. He was carted off with an air cast around his left leg. The entire team was circled around him. So everyone's best, of course, to Caillou Blue-Kelly, the Las Vegas native, and his 5th-round pick in 2023 for Baltimore. His most extensive playing time of his career this year with the Raiders. Broncos did end up taking a timeout. 1:02 on the clock. Their 1st of 3. And a fresh set of downs as they've got the ball set right in the shield. And a 14-7 lead. Patrick Graham and the Raiders defense have allowed 161 yards here in this ball game. 1 touchdown. The other was a punt return for score. Shotgun to Nix. Straight drop. Pressure from Tyree Wilson. Escapes out to his left. He's going to take off. No, he throws downfield through the arms of the receiver. And incomplete. Late break by Troy Franklin. Streaming across the field left to right to follow Bo Nix. Again, though, Kirk, he had a solid 10, 15 yards to run, and he decided to fire it down the field.
Well, because they didn't want to call holding. You had a holding, and I think it was Laulu who was out there. He's has both hands up.
Yeah, Garrett Bowles.
And Garrett Bowles is the one who held. I mean, if they call the holding call, that doesn't even happen. So I think it's a missed call by the officials right there. But Nix, again, on the move, bootlegs, play actions is how he's been able to get himself clear of the Raiders defenders to make a throw.
Broncos on 2nd and 10 with Nix, another deep drop. Fires right side, caught Evan Ingram angling towards the middle. Devin White corrals him at the Raiders 43. 7 yards. Clock still moves. 44 seconds. 3rd down and 4 here for the Broncos. They're back up on the ball. So far 4 for 5 on 3rd down. They're not taking a timeout because they don't want the Raiders to have any time if they don't get it. 2 receivers left. Nix raises the leg inside of 30 seconds before halftime. Quick drop, throws left side. It's behind Sutton and incomplete. He broke out inside of Darian Porter. He had space if it was thrown on him. Instead, it's 4th down, and I think Bo Nix is going to keep the offense on the field.
Yeah, I love that Porter is just getting over there, trying to get into the grill of Cortland Sutton. He's not going to run by you. So getting your hands on him at the line of scrimmage is going to be crucial. That time, just getting his hands on him, threw the timing off. Bo Nix threw it behind him.
Man, how big would this be if the Raiders get a 4th down stop?
They're just trying to drag him off sides. You can't go for it.
I think they're going for this.
No, you can't do that here.
I think they're going for this. No. They're 10 and 2. 25 seconds to go. They are snapping. See, one of us was right. Nix with pressure. Fires at the 39. Caught. 1st down.
Wow.
What a grab across the middle. Troy Franklin was drilled as soon as he caught the football. Timeout taken Denver with 20 seconds to go.
I think you make that call because you're more confident in your offense, and that also, too, your defense is playing well against the Raiders.
Of course.
Offense.
Yeah.
And I think that's a lot that you have to take in. I don't know too many coaches who are going for it right before the half. Barely on their side of the 50-yard line. That ball's on the 43-yard line, and you're going for it.
Yep.
Like that's Sean Payton for you.
That
Because
is
if you don't get
a catch, by the way.
If you don't get that, you're a couple yards away, and in a possible field goal for the Raiders, who haven't played well in this half, can find a way to kick a field goal, make this 14-10 at half.
Now that play is under review to make sure Troy Franklin did in fact catch that football.
He caught the football, and I think also, too, he caught it. Well, so there's a couple elements here that I think you have to talk about here, Jason.
Well, we're inside at 2 minutes, right? So
Initially,
this is coming upstairs.
If he caught the football cleanly, he's got the line to gain.
Right.
He didn't actually gain possession of the football until that. So this may be called back. This may be going the Raiders' way.
Stop, because to your point, if he's bobbling it, Devin White hit him right as he caught it, and if he doesn't have possession, it's when he has possession. More action coming up. TV took a timeout. They're under review. You're listening to the Las Vegas Raiders Radio Network.
Hey, Raiders fans, Jason Horowitz again, reminding you that halftime is a great time to learn more about Raiders themed slot machines developed by Aristocrat from the same team that created Buffalo. Come to slot games where you can pick your team, play your team, and put a whole new spin on just win, baby. Check out the Raiders themed slot machines developed by Aristocrat, a proud sponsor of the Las Vegas Raiders. Gambling problem? Please contact the U.S. National Problem Gambling Helpline, 1-800-GAMBLER. That's 1-800-GAMBLER for 21 and over.
Raiders football is brought to you by Cox Business, powered by Cox, proud partner of the Las Vegas Raiders. By Credit One Bank, the official credit card of the Las Vegas Raiders. Coors Light, choose chill, an official beer of Raider Nation. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. By Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel. You in? Must be 21 or over to enter. Please gamble responsibly.
Touchdown, Brock Bowers!
NFL fans, when it's time to get Raiders tickets, you can tackle game day with total certainty with Ticketmaster. As the official ticket marketplace of the Raiders and the NFL, Ticketmaster's got the best way to take it to the house when it comes to being there live. With 100% verified tickets available all season long, you can count on getting in with ease and spend time focusing on the good stuff, like tailgating with your friends and fam. Even if you're ahead of the game last minute, you can still score seats. Want to meet up inside the stadium with your crew? Transferring your tickets is an easy handoff. So get those touchdown celebrations ready and score your tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Raiders.
So you heard a little bit of Sean Smith coming back there. Denver gets its timeout back because the play was overturned and Kirk was dead on. The initial throw to Franklin crossed the first down marker, but because he bobbled it when Devin White hit him as soon as he touched the football and didn't get possession till he was behind the first down marker, that is where he gets the ball when you have full control. And the Raiders take over on their own 41 with 22 seconds down, 14-7 and 2 timeouts.
Yeah, I mean, a gift for the Raiders. Outstanding job and a nice hit by Devin White. Now you've got an opportunity right here with 22 seconds, like you mentioned. You haven't played well outside of that first drive, but a couple of yards and you're in Daniel Carlson field goal range.
Well, you do have a couple of defensive stops.
You do,
right?
Yeah.
You punt return allowed for a touchdown, the opening drive for the Broncos. But other than that opening drive, the Broncos have not scored on offense. And the Raiders will get the ball to start the second half. So on their own 41, shotgun for Geno. Again, Alex Kappa, second career start at center.
Tyler Lockett time.
He's looking right. He's firing far side. It's low, and Tucker goes to make the grab at the 49. And the Raiders take a timeout with 16 seconds.
Oh, now they're really incomplete now.
Now they come in and do say incomplete.
Which actually helps out the Raiders.
Well, Pete Carroll's coming over. Whoa,
yeah.
Wait a second.
Actually helps out the Raiders. I think they could put more time back on the clock if it's incomplete. I think that's what Sean Smith and this crew is right now, trying to put maybe a couple extra seconds back on the clock.
Second down.
And to your question, would they have put an extra second on the clock?
Reset the game clock to 19 seconds.
There we go. There you go.
40 seconds on the play clock, please. Thank you.
Well, by the way, I can't tell. Was it incomplete? As they keep showing it here. Everyone said so. So back out of Huddle in the shotgun with 19 seconds. And here come the Broncos with a blitz. Geno, 3-step drop, fires over the middle. Tight coverage, and it's caught. Tyler Lockett over the middle at the 48-yard line. Great grab for 7 yards. Timeout, Pete Carroll. Raiders have one left, a 3rd and 3 coming up right near midfield.
I told you it's Tyler Lockett time, right? You get in the 2-minute, gotta have it situation. Who does Geno Smith trust the most on this offense? Outside of Brock Bowers, it's number 17, Tyler Lockett. So you're going to see him also right here on his 3rd down. And look, the Raiders just, to me, with the one timeout, you can go and survey the entire field. 14 seconds left.
Yeah.
And I would love to see even Geno take off and run. This could be one of those situations. The way the rush for the Denver Broncos is, to me, coming up, they're not twisting up front. So there may be a lane for Geno Smith to take off and get some yards.
By the way, if you're wondering, from here you're on your own side of the 50. From here it will be a 70-yard NFL record field goal. We'll see. Daniel Carlson's career long is 57. Broncos with 8 defenders up near the line of scrimmage on 3rd and 3. Geno Smith tells Brock Bowers, get closer to the line, get tighter. Snap. The Broncos only bring 4. Pocket collapsing. Geno moving, throwing down the field for Tucker. Jump ball incomplete at the Broncos 20. Kirk wanted Geno to run. He didn't. 7 seconds to go. Still one timeout. Kirk, that gives you enough time. Again, so here's your choices. If you go for it and you don't get it, the Broncos can try a 66-yard field goal.
Correct.
If you go for it and get it, you can take a timeout and take a long field goal, but you probably got to get at least 8 to 10 yards to even think about a 60-yarder.
Yeah, so what are you thinking right here?
The offense is on the field.
They're going to go for it.
Well, and you can run it.
That's the other thing. You can also punt it, too.
That's not fun. Broncos are playing like the Raiders are about to throw a Hail Mary, and now Sean Payton takes the timeout.
Yeah, because they realize that they only need about 5 or 6 yards, and they're in a more comfortable range.
Well, let's say, I would
say about 10 yards.
Let's say in today's NFL, a 60, if you're Brandon Aubrey, 60 yards is ho-hum.
Correct.
Most of the league, 55 is ho-hum.
I agree.
And for Daniel Carlson this year, it hasn't been his best year. He has been such a good kicker for so long for this franchise. This year has been a different story. 16 to 21 on the year, just 3 of 6 from 50+. He missed from 48 in Denver. It was a very windy day. A couple of missed extra points have been a problem this year, too.
So there's 7 seconds left. Yep. You have one timeout. They're just trying to get 10 yards. So this could be just a quick throw, get down, call timeout. But you only need 10 yards. So you're not looking to throw the ball deep down the field.
Geno's got Jack Bech split out wide right. Lockett, Tucker left side. Surtain is over there. And this time the Broncos have more of their guys within 10 yards of the line. Only 2 are deep. And nobody with their hand on the ground. The Broncos all standing up by the line. Geno is calling out signals now 1, and they weren't going to snap it. Timeout taken by the Raiders. Well, here's the problem with that, though, Kirk.
I'm shocked.
By wasting that timeout, you can't go the whole anywhere on the field.
Right.
Because, again, to your point, you could have gone anywhere within that 8 to 10 yard range, called timeout. 7 seconds is enough time to do that and try a 60-yard field goal.
I would have loved for them to just go empty. If they went empty, now you can see what the defense is giving you. You throw one out there.
Yeah. So now are you throwing a Hail Mary? Because you don't want to have an incompletion and allow the Broncos to try a 65-yard field goal.
I just want to protect my quarterback. If now you've already said you're not going to go for it here on this 4th down in terms of trying to get the field goal.
Yeah. Well, unless they're thinking trying to get out of bounds. Broncos come out again. Everybody's in the same spot here. Nobody with their hands on the grounds. Geno takes the shotgun on 4th and 3. Benito gets around the edge. Geno is sacked. He loses yards. There's still 2 seconds on the clock. Because of the sack, now the Broncos have a chance for a 62-yard field goal. That is as bad as that could have gone.
Because I want to do what? Protect my quarterback. Punt the football.
By the way, the clock says 0, but he was definitely down with 2 seconds left.
If you're not going to go
operator, please reset the game clock to 3 seconds.
Yeah,
the quarterback was sacked, short of the line of game, turnover on downs, Denver ball, 1st down.
That is as bad as that management could have gone, Kirk.
Yeah. I mean, you wasted the timeout, and I think Pete Carroll wishes he probably had that back. Just line up and empty or do something to where you just get your 10 yards. And either way, look, you're going to kill the clock, right? Even if you ran the play, you would have had an opportunity to kill the clock, and then boom, but you get the sack. That's what I'm saying. Protect my quarterback. That's what I'm doing. This offensive line can't protect that long to throw a Hail Mary.
You got options to throw a slant. Yeah. There's so many things you could do. But now here's the question, and Bo Nix is out there. So Sean Payton, the ball is on the Raiders' 44. They are not going to try a 62-yard field goal, which would be a career long for Will Lutz. It is heading to the same end zone. where we already saw Cam Little's NFL record 68-yard field goal earlier this year. It is Bo Nix on the field. The Raiders have two players, Lonnie Johnson and Polamalu, in the end zone. Nix back to pass, final play of the half at the 50, launching to the end zone to our right side, jump ball, and it's deflected and falls out of bounds in the back of the end zone. And that is how the first half comes to an end. Raiders and Broncos each with opening drive touchdowns. The difference, though, Marvin Mims' 48-yard punt return for a score, and Denver goes into the locker room up 14-7.
Unreal. That was just a bad final sequence by the Raiders offense that resulted in no points, but they do get the ball to start the second half.
Tim Cates, back with you when we come back. Halftime here in Las Vegas. You're listening to Raiders football.
Awakening returns to Wynn Las Vegas. Restaged and reimagined. Experience the jaw-dropping spectacle in one of the most immersive theaters ever created. Awakening, live in Las Vegas.
Boyd Gaming is a proud partner of your Las Vegas Raiders. And if you're a fan, there's no better place to play, to indulge, to feast, to bring your besties, and just win, baby. It's the perfect spot to watch the Raiders game, because we don't do black clouds, just silver linings. Suncoast, the Orleans, and the Boyd family of casinos, where the Raiders want to be.
Don't let the game get out of hand. For assistance, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining Built Ford Tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the number one selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
Hey, Benjamin, we've got a surprise for you.
What? You have a brother. $100 bill just like you.
Hey, I'm Ben.
What? We just got him for joining America First Credit Union and opening a new checking account.
And you're going to live together at America First.
What? This is nice.
For a limited time, new members get a $100 cash bonus when they open a checking account or $50 when they open a youth checking account. So head to AmericaFirst.com and get your money working today. Membership eligibility, terms, and conditions apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Awakening returns to Wynn Las Vegas. Restaged and reimagined. Experience the jaw-dropping spectacle in one of the most immersive theaters ever created. Awakening, live in Las Vegas.
Now, rejoining us from the Silver and Black Studios, here's Tim Cates.
Halftime inside Allegiant Stadium, the Denver Broncos clinging to a 14-7 lead over the Las Vegas Raiders. Tim Cates back inside our Silver and Black Studios with a halftime report. An impressive 70-yard drive on the opening possession for the Raiders in the first quarter led to a touchdown, but the next three possessions just a combined 17 total yards of offense as the Raiders find themselves down 7 at the half by a score of 14-7. Let's get you caught up on what's happening around Week 14 of the National Football League. Two other afternoon games. We'll start off at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. The Packers with a 7-0 lead over Caleb Williams and the Bears. Jordan Love with a 23-yard touchdown pass to Christian Watson. In Arizona, Cardinals and the Rams trying to run away with it.
With Nakua bracketed over on the left, and he's dancing a bit in motion. Handoff, and it'll be Corum smashing his way forward. He's across. Touchdown, L.A. Rams.
Josh Lewin, the call on Compass Media Networks. Blake Corum, a touchdown run. Also a touchdown run from Kyren Williams from 2 yards out. And the Rams lead the Cardinals 17-10. Earlier in Jacksonville, Jaguars win their fourth in a row. They beat the Colts 36-19. Trevor Lawrence, 2 touchdown passes. The Colts have now lost 4 of 5, and on top of it all, they lose quarterback Daniel Jones to what appears to be a torn Achilles tendon. In Baltimore, what a game between the Ravens and the Steelers. It was cold, but Aaron Rodgers at the age of 42 can still get him going.
5 formation, staggered eye. 3rd and goal, they'll turn. Play action, Rodgers scrambling left. Going to run for the pylon, and he's into the end zone. Aaron Rodgers, a rushing touchdown. And that's the first touchdown of the game. Who had that on their bingo card?
I didn't, because Aaron Rodgers hadn't run for a touchdown all year.
Hadn't done it in 3 years. Chris Carino, Brian Baldinger, the call right here on Compass Media Networks as the Steelers beat the Ravens 27-22. In Tampa, Saints go in and beat the Buccaneers 24-20 as the Saints now 3-10 on this season. In New York, it was cold, it was snowy. The Dolphins didn't care. They beat the Jets 34-10. In Minneapolis, Vikings shut out the Commanders 31-0. J.J. McCarthy 3 touchdown passes. In Cleveland, Browns almost beat the Titans. They tied it, or had a chance to tie it on a 2-point conversion, but Kevin Stefanski took out Shedeur Sanders from the game and went with the Wildcat formation, and that imploded. They did not get the 2-point conversion. Titans get their second win of this season. They hang on and beat the Browns in Cleveland 31-29. Shedeur Sanders, 364 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, also ran for a score. In Buffalo, it was snowing between the Bills and the Bengals, and the Bills mounted a fourth quarter comeback.
30, down to the 20. Allen looking for the end zone, and he's in for a 40-yard touchdown rip. The beast has been released. My goodness, what a touchdown run by Allen, dashing through the snow to the end zone.
Josh Allen, the big fella, moving it downfield for the 40-yard touchdown run. Bills Radio Network with the call. Josh Allen, 3 touchdowns. You heard the touchdown run. Joe Burrow, 2 interceptions in the fourth quarter, 1 a pick 6. The Bills come all the way back, and they beat the Bengals 39-34. In Atlanta, Seahawks crushed the Falcons 37-9. So that's a look around the league coming up on the halftime report. We'll run down the first half stats and the highlights. Broncos out in front of the Raiders at the break, 14-7. I'm Tim Cates, and you're listening to the Las Vegas Raiders Radio Network.
Raiders football is brought to you by Allegiant Air. Allegiant, the official airline of the Raiders. Low fares, nonstop flights, only at Allegiant.com. America First Credit Union, the official credit union of the Las Vegas Raiders. By Coca-Cola Zero Sugar, the official soft drink of the Las Vegas Raiders. By Modelo, a reward for those with a fighting spirit. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Businesses across the country are committed to getting things back to how they were. Shift 4 is committed to helping them get there. We're the leader in integrated payment processing, making things safer and more secure for businesses of all shapes and sizes, from the neighborhood bar and grill to the biggest resort casinos on the Strip. And now, the proud payments partner of your Las Vegas Raiders. Visit shift4.com to get started.
Tim Cates back inside our Silver and Black studios with the halftime report as the Denver Broncos have a 14-7 lead over the Las Vegas Raiders. The Broncos got on the board early. The opening drive, 14 plays, 81 yards, almost 9 minutes off the clock. It was a Bo Nix quarterback keeper, runs it up the middle for a touchdown run from 8 yards out. 7-0 Denver lead. The Raiders opening possession. Again, they are already 9 minutes into the game when they got the football for the first time, starting at their own 30. Ian Thomas, a couple of catches, including a 5-yard catch on a 3rd and 3. Raiders inside the 20, 2nd and 6. Geno Smith found old number 89.
Lockett, best right side, shotgun. Geno's going to throw again. He's looking left. He's angling to the end zone. Bowers just makes the grab. Touchdown Raiders. What a throw. What a grab. And the Raiders with zeros on the first quarter clock answer the Broncos drive with one of their own.
Geno Smith to Brock Bowers, 15-yard touchdown catch. That was it for the first quarter. Each team with one possession, and we were tied at 7. Second quarter, Broncos second possession at midfield ended in a punt. Raiders defense held. They were penned back at their own 5, so they get out towards the 15, end up having to punt back to the Broncos.
The low kick caught at the 49. Marvin Mims starts left. He's got blockers in front of him. Gets out of there. He's down the sideline 40, and he's pointing. A.J. Cole, the only man to block. They do it at the 10, and Mims with a 48-yard punt return for a touchdown.
48 yards. A.J. Cole could not tackle him in the end. Marvin Mims into the end zone for the punt return. 14-7 Broncos out in front of the Raiders at the half. Looking at the first half stats, Geno Smith 8 of 12, 71 yards and a touchdown. He was sacked 3 times in that first half. Ashton Jeanty, 7 carries, 24 yards. Trey Tucker, 2 catches, 24 yards. Ian Thomas, 2 catches, 17 yards. Brock Bowers, the recipient of that touchdown pass from Geno Smith. Bo Nix, 16-21, 110 yards passing. R.J. Harvey, 8 carries, 49 yards. Bo Nix, the only touchdown for for the offense, a touchdown run, and, of course, the punt return by Denver. That's it for the halftime report. Up next, back inside Allegiant Stadium for the second half kickoff. Broncos lead the Raiders 14-7. I'm Tim Cates. You're listening to Raiders Football.
Awakening returns to Wynn Las Vegas. Restaged and reimagined. Experience the jaw-dropping spectacle in one of the most immersive theaters ever created. Awakening live in Las Vegas.
Boyd Gaming is a proud partner of your Las Vegas Raiders. And if you're a fan, there's no better place to play, to indulge, to feast, to bring your besties, and just win, baby. It's the perfect spot to watch the Raiders game, because we don't do black clouds, just silver linings. Suncoast, the Orleans, and the Boyd family of casinos, where the Raiders want to be.
Don't let the game get out of hand. For assistance, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
This is the Las Vegas Raiders Radio Network, your home for Raiders football.
He climbs, he floats down the field. He's got his man at the 5, into the end zone. Touchdown, Brock Bowers. 33 yards. Brocktimus Prime.
Just win, baby.
Raiders football is brought to you by America First Credit Union, Wynn Las Vegas, by NV Energy, Boyd.
With shared values of commitment to excellence, teamwork, and community service, NV Energy is proud to partner with the Las Vegas Raiders in our Seats for Soldiers program. To show our appreciation for Nevada's military and veteran service members, we are sending some of these deserving individuals to a Las Vegas Raiders home game at Allegiant Stadium during the 2025 season. When it comes to supporting Nevada's communities and its military, you can count on NV Energy. Visit Raiders.com/Seats for Soldiers to learn more.
Hey, Benjamin, we've got a surprise for you.
What?
You have a brother. $100 bill just like you.
Hey, I'm Ben.
What?
We just got him for joining America First Credit Union and opening a new checking account.
And you're going to live together at America First.
What?
This is nice.
For a limited time, new members get a $100 cash bonus when they open a checking account or $50 when they open a youth checking account. So head to AmericaFirst.com and get your money working today. Membership eligibility, terms, and conditions apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Parents, say goodbye to haircut struggles. At Cookie Cutters Haircuts for Kids in Las Vegas, we turn haircuts into a fun adventure with fantasy chairs, indoor slides, and TVs at every station. Kids love the experience, and our friendly stylists make it quick, easy, and tear-free. From first trims to fresh cuts for school, we've got your family covered. Book your appointment online today at the Las Vegas location nearest you. Cookie Cutters Haircuts for Kids, where haircuts are fun.
Awakening returns to Wynn Las Vegas. Restaged and reimagined. Experience the jaw-dropping spectacle in one of the most immersive theaters ever created. Awakening live in Las Vegas.
It's the start of the second half of Raiders football. Now, let's rejoin Jason Horowitz and Kirk Morrison back out at Allegiant Stadium.
14-7, Broncos the lead. Outgained the Raiders 169-76 in the first half. Raiders had 70 yards on the opening drive and a touchdown to Brock Bowers. That was his only target of the first half. Geno Smith was 6 of 6, and then he finished 2 of 6, sacked 3 more times. Raiders about to get the second half opening kickoff, brought to you by Modelo. Reward for those with a fighting spirit. Modelo, mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois. Kirk Morrison, that first half looked like last week's first half, except in reverse.
Yeah.
Last week against the Chargers, first 3 drives were awful. Right. Late drive touchdown. First drive today was awesome. Next 3 drives were really struggled.
Yeah, I think both sides, right? Opening drive touchdowns for both teams. And then it's just the special team score by the Broncos. So we'll see what the opening script looks like here in the second half.
Well, let's kick off to Raheem Mostert, starting, plotting 25-30, and he's tripped up across the 30 at the 31-yard line, which is where Geno Smith will take over. And, you know, Kirk, the struggles he has had are very closely related to the struggles that the offensive line has had.
Right.
So 3 more sacks in that first half. So now over the course of the last 4.5 games, 28 sacks by the opposing defenses.
And that's Jason's stat of the week.
Well, not yet. It's not complete.
It's just unreal. Like, I mean,
it's also unfair.
Well, you told me that stat earlier, and I was like, no, there's no way. but that's just the way this offensive line has just not been able to protect Geno.
Raiders start with 3 tight ends on the field. They hand it to Genty with a quick run to the right, trying the middle, and pushed out to the 32-yard line. So the snap and the handoff, so he tried to get some speed. But you've been saying really from the beginning of the season, you like it better if you're going to run through the middle with Geno under center to get Ashton some momentum.
Absolutely, because it makes the edge players have to stay home a little bit. Remember, Ashton Genty touched the ball 6 times on that opening drive. Only 2 touches since that, and here's the first one of this drive.
He had 2 catches. He had 7 carries for 24 yards. And here is Geno under center with 2 tight ends to the left. They do run it that way. Jenny hops through the hole, but he's hit as soon as he got there, and it's Alex Singleton with the tackle. You know, and that wasn't with a full head of steam, Kirk. It looked like he kind of hopped a little bit before we got to the line of scrimmage, and part of that is there's just no hole.
Yeah.
Now it's 3rd down and 8.
I mean, we have to also not ignore the defense of the Broncos, one of the better defenses in all of the National Football League. You hope that those 2-3-yard runs result in the 5- and 6-yard runs in the second half as this game continues to go on.
They are number 4 in points allowed at 18 a game. They are number 5 in yards allowed at just 286. And he joins Geno Smith in the backfield on 3rd and 8 out of the shotgun. Broncos bring 5. Geno is backpedaling, and here comes the rusher. He gets it away, almost picked off at the 40, and incomplete. Zach Allen was chasing him around. Geno is slow to get up back at the 23. He's back to his feet. He is walking over to the near sideline with his offensive line. That almost picked off by Jahdae Barron, and it's a 3-and-out for the Raiders offense.
Yeah, and Geno keeps shaking that right hand. He's looking at that right hand as now the trainers assist him now. He got up very slow, just threw his helmet down to the ground. Very demonstrative as he looks at that right hand.
Yeah, it looked like it hit the hand or the helmet of Zach Allen.
Yeah.
So A.J. Cole, a couple of punts. One went for 42, one went for 43. One of them was returned for 48. This one is a boomer. An absolute drilled spiral punt that checks up at the 5, bounces around at the 9, and the Raiders are going to down it inside the 10-yard line. 58 yards on the punt, and he kicked the snot out of that ball, and the Broncos will start on their own 9-yard line. 13-18 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Question marks about Geno Smith's throwing hand, and the Broncos offense back on the field next. You're listening to the Raiders football.
Raider Nation, this season brings a changing of the tides. And just like your Las Vegas Raiders, Ford's starting lineup is always ready for what's next. Whether it's the strength of F-150, the grit of Bronco family, or the speed of Mustang, Ford is prepared for whatever lies ahead. So just win, baby, and dominate every drive in a Ford. Only at your Southern Nevada Ford dealers, the proud partners of the Las Vegas Raiders.
Boyd Gaming is a proud partner of your Las Vegas Raiders. And if you're a fan, there's no better place to play, to indulge, to feast, to bring your besties, and just win, baby. It's the perfect spot to watch the Raiders and enjoy game day specials all season long. Cannery, Sam's Town, and the Boyd family of casinos, where the Raiders want to be.
Don't let the game get out of hand. For assistance, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
This is the Las Vegas Raiders Radio Network, your home for Raiders football.
He climbs, he floats down the field. He's got his man at the 5, into the end zone. Touchdown, Brock Bowers. 33 yards. Brocktimus Prime.
Just win, baby.
Raiders football is brought to you by America First Credit Union, Win Las Vegas, by NV Energy, Boyd.
With shared values of commitment to excellence, teamwork, and community service, NV Energy is proud to partner with the Las Vegas Raiders in our Seats for Soldiers program. To show our appreciation for Nevada's military and veteran service members, we are sending some of these deserving individuals to a Las Vegas Raiders home game at Allegiant Stadium during the 2025 season. When it comes to supporting Nevada's communities and its military, you can count on NV Energy. Visit Raiders.com/Seats for Soldiers to learn more.
Raiders training staff has used the scissors, the tape. They have worked on the ring finger and the pinky of Geno Smith's throwing hand. There is a lot of blood that were coming off those two fingers. He is on the bench. He has been taped up. We'll see if he comes back out. He's going to play try to grab a football and see if he can throw it. And as soon as he touched a football, Kirk, he is wincing in pain.
Oh, yeah.
So he's trying to throw a football. We'll see if he can come back in. Broncos defense forced to 3 and out. They get it on their own 9-yard line, working left to right. Nick's rolling out to the right, dumps it short. Cortland Sutton at the 12, gets away from one tackler, lowers the shoulder, and brought down out across the 14. Jonah Laulu chasing down the play. 5 yards. Bo Nix in the first half was 16 of 21, 78% for 110 yards. He also ran for an 8-yard touchdown on the opening drive.
Yeah, nice job there by Laulu, just coming through and making a play at the end of that one. But what you saw was a sprint pass. That was a sprint pass from Bo Nix. Meaning as soon as you get the ball, you sprint to the right, and you just hope that you can find a comeback, which he did to Sutton.
High formation, the fullback Prentice in front of Harvey. Troutman on the left side of the line. Straight drop, dumps it right side. Prentice has it at the 15, angles upfield, shouldered out of bounds by Devin White. Enough for a first down, though, out to the 21. 6 yards and a first down. Devin White led the Raiders in tackles as he has all season long. He had 8 in the first half. Broncos, Bo Nix is the only quarterback in the NFL this year who has not had a touchdown in the third quarter of any game. But if you ask Sean Payton, maybe they just want to eliminate the third quarter because it's the fourth quarter where they have all the comebacks this year.
Hey, we're going good.
Tyler Bidet in the backfield. Again, they come out in an I formation. That catch by the fullback Prentice, just his 5th of the year. This time they're running behind Prentice, and Bidet hops over his left shoulder, scoots his way forward out to the 25, just inside the numbers on the right. He picks up 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6 for a Broncos offense that had 167 yards in the first half. Moved the ball pretty well, but only that one offensive touchdown drive.
It's just not very explosive, though, right? They're not doing anything that, like, you say, oh, wow, this is explosive. They're getting the ball behind your head. It's just been, they call it death by a million cuts. It's just been 5 yards here, 2 yards here, bootleg here, 5-yard run.
Well, to your point, they're only averaging 5 yards a play. They have 7 more minutes of offense so far today than the Raiders, who back out of a blitz up the middle. Nick sees blitz off from Max Crosby, escapes, throws, caught by the 35 by Bryant, makes a move, first down, made the tackle. Darian Porter, right left side of the hash marks at the 37. Pat Bryant, that was a major, oh my goodness, Max is here, and he's got rid of the football for a first down.
And look, I don't want to beat a dead horse, but I love the way that Bo Nix presses the pocket. And just the thought of him taking off and running, how many defenders just pause and like, wait, is he a runner or is he not? And all this Pat Bryant does is just show himself that he comes available. That's an easy throw for a first down.
Yeah, the rookie out of Illinois had 7 yards a game the first 7 games of the year. It's been a different story the last 5 or 6 games. You put him with Cortland Sutton and Troy Franklin, and now they have a dynamic receiving core, or at least a legitimate one. 1st and 10, they run left side. Harvey cuts it back over the middle. A late flag thrown from behind. Out to the 44-yard line before he's brought down. A 7-yard run, but this is coming back.
Holding. Offense number 69. 10-yard penalty. First down.
That is the right tackle, the veteran Mike McGlinchey. Maybe irritated that Notre Dame was hopped over by Miami for the college football playoff. I mean, in all fairness, Miami did beat them head-to-head, but the committee for 4 weeks said that it didn't matter. They never compared the two. And then today they're like, oh, you know that game back week 1? It happened. Oh, let's put Miami in.
I love how all the Notre Dame guys are upset, and yet Ian Thomas, the Indiana guy, is playing with more confidence because they're the number 1 team.
I mean, they beat Ohio State for the first time since I was 5. 1st and 20. Nix scans, throws. Evan Ingram at the 25. Gets away from Devin White. And Chin gets him down near the Raiders sideline at the 29-yard line. Just 2 yards, the long throw. It'll be 2nd down and 18. Evan Ingram, his 2nd catch today. Bo Nix has completed 20 passes to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, to 11 different players.
Right. But he's completed 20 passes, but they're 6 yards a catch.
Only 5 of them have gone for more than 10 yards.
Right.
Shotgun on 2nd and 18. He escapes up the middle, dumps it short again, and this time a great tackle. Jamal Adams made the tackle, but he had a face mask, and there are 4 different flags on the field. So this is going to be an automatic first down because Jamal Adams
personal foul,
did
face
that.
mask, defense number 33. 15-yard penalty added to the end of the run. automatic first down.
Well, that's the second time he's made a great play in terms of positioning on R.J. Harvey. The first was on the opening drive. Harvey got away, and this time he was there but would have stopped him for a 3-yard gain on 2nd and 18, and instead just grabbed the face mask and spun it around.
Yeah, he did everything right except he just grabbed the face mask. He had a nice pursuit, nice angle to the football, and he's upset at himself because he knew he had a big play there that he tackled but just had the hand right around that face mask.
9:20 to go, third quarter. Broncos 14, Raiders 7. Broncos an opening drive touchdown. Raiders answered with an opening drive touchdown. The difference in this game is a punt return for score by Denver. High formation behind Bo Nix. Up the middle, Jaleel McLaughlin races left side with a head of steam at the 45. Bounces off a tackler and carries the defender down to the 41. That was Isaiah Polamau who came in to make the hit. Check that, Lonnie Johnson, but it's an 11-yard pickup and a first down.
Yeah, the initial hit, like you mentioned, it was, 32 Lonnie Johnson, who just went on for a ride. He had to hold on. That's a nice physical run there, like you mentioned, by McLaughlin.
Broncos bringing an extra offensive lineman as an eligible receiver. That is Frank Crum in his second year out of Wyoming. He is lined up on the left side of the offensive line with a pair of tight ends each way. Nix under center. They try right side. Nice play of Landon Roberts. Hopped in the hole and brought down R.J. Harvey right at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by Roberts. What he did was he saw the opening, and he came right down and slid through. See, he actually did it blind, meaning he didn't know if Harvey was going to be there or not, but his instincts took him there and was able to make the play in the backfield.
2nd and 10 coming up. Raiders bringing a couple of different defensive linemen. Tyree Wilson on the field, along with Tonka Hemingway, Booker, and Max Crosby. The one player who never rotates out. More snaps than any defensive lineman in the NFL. 2nd and 10 for Bo Nix out of the shotgun with Harvey to his right. Snap, 5-step drop, eyeing the middle, throws his check valve left side. Harvey at the 40, spins out of a tackle, and he's near the first down. They're going to spot him just short. Outside, far side numbers. It's a 9-yard pickup. And again, Kirk, to your point, nothing is deep. They are not getting deep. But Bo Nix is picking them apart underneath, and it's effective, and then they're in scoring position.
Yeah, and the hard part is that it's the first guy that has to make that tackle. They're not, the first guy there is missing, and so now that's where the extra yards come in, and they get into these third and ones.
From the Raiders' 32-yard line, and Harvey is the eye behind Prentice in the backfield. 2 tight ends left side, one to the right is Mercedes Lewis. They give it to the up man, Prentice through the hole. The fullback rumbling inside the 20, brought down by Polamau at the 14. Their most explosive play of the day is a fullback dive that goes for 18 yards.
Yeah, he only had 5 carries on the year, and so this is the 6th carry. And trust me, nobody from the Raiders expected it. They had an action in which they were going to toss the football. So everybody went with the toss to Harvey, thinking that Harvey was going to get it, and they handed off to Prentice, and nobody was there.
Kirky had 20 yards on those 5 carries before that touch. His longest carry, and it's the longest play for the Broncos in the ballgame. 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 14. Nix under center. Rolling right, pressure in his face, dumps it short, caught Bryant at the 14, angling right side, shoved out of bounds by Eric Stokes. They'll spot him inside the 12, just 2 yards. 2nd down and 8 coming up for the Broncos. Clock will tick inside of 6 minutes, third quarter.
Talk about
Broncos, how about this?
Yeah.
I mean, and you're looking at the same thing I am. TV just put this up. The Broncos are about to run their 21st play in Las Vegas territory. The Raiders have run 25 plays today total. Right? So the field has been on this side. Yeah. Again, credit the Raiders defense. Again, the defense has only allowed 7 points. Nix is in the shotgun again. Motion man to the right side. Fires left side. Gets a block. Caught. Tackle. Malcolm Kuntz came out there. Adam Butler lands on top of Troy Franklin. It's short of the marker at the 8-yard line. 3rd down and 3 coming up for Denver.
It's big 3rd down right here. Got to hold them to a field goal to feel like you've got confidence in the rest of this game. A touchdown right now, the way that this game is going, we still don't know the status of Geno Smith. A touchdown here almost feels like insurmountable, honestly, the way the Raiders' offense has been since that first drive.
First drive, the Raiders had 70 yards. The rest of this game, the Raiders have 8 yards. Shotgun for Bo Nix, 3rd and 4. Remember, he can take off and run. Bull rush, fires, right side Harvey has a blocker. First down at the 5. Harvey leans forward, and he's brought down at the 3-yard line. How many times has Bo Nix just fired it down the line of scrimmage to his running back? This time is a pickup of 6 and a first down.
But it's safe, high percentage throws. It's not like he's throwing it deep down the field. It's a 5-yard throw to the outside. And look at how many guys it takes to bring R.J. Harvey down. The initial guy misses, and then you got 3 or 4 guys who corral him. But what? After a 4 or 5 yard gain.
He's only averaging 5.4 per attempt, which is a tiny number. But he's 25 of 30. Under center. Prentice in front of Harvey. They move Lil Jordan Humphrey out to the left. First and goal at the 3. Puts the ball into the belly of Harvey. Into the hole. Across the line. Touchdown Broncos. Their first drive of the second half is a march right down the field. 91 yards. More than 8.5 minutes off the clock. And Denver now in full control of this ball game. 20-7 with 4:05 to go in the third.
Yeah, and that one is frustrating. Because Max Crosby even throws his helmet away in frustration. They literally just push the Raiders defense into the end zone. I mean, Jonah Laulu was walked back into the end zone. And right now, the Denver Broncos offensive line are playing on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage with no push from that Raiders defensive front.
Low snap was put down by Crawshaw. Lutz put it up and through. Denver 21, Las Vegas 7, 4:05 to go. We'll see if Geno Smith is healthy enough to come back out on the field. We'll find out next. You're listening to the Las Vegas Raiders Radio Network.
Taste the authentic flavors of Hawaii with Kula Rum, the official ultra premium rum of the Las Vegas Raiders. It's rich and smooth. With every sip, you'll discover the spirit of aloha. It isn't just rum, it's Kula Rum. Award-winning, distinctly different, and uniquely Hawaiian. Kula Rum, the official ultra premium rum of the Las Vegas Raiders. Must be at least 21. Please drink responsibly.
Whether you're courtside or poolside, in a box suite or penthouse suite, on the sideline or a zip line, there's no better place than Vegas to be part of the action. In the arena and out on the town. The loudest cheers, the brightest lights, and the sweetest celebrations. Wherever your night takes you, welcome to fabulous Las Vegas. Plan your trip today at visitlasvegas.com.
Alltech Lansing has been perfecting sound since 1927, so you can elevate your Las Vegas Raiders tailgate with legendary audio. Raider Nation, make some noise at your next tailgate with a Sound Rover 180, complete with 6 hours of playtime, microphone, party light modes, and a portable trolley-style design. Visit alltechlansing.com/Raiders15 for 15% off your Sound Rover 180. That's ALTECLANSING.com/Raiders15 for 15% off. Alltech Lansing, an official audio partner of the Las Vegas Raiders.
Okay, in Raider Nation, you gotta bring it every day. And the Platinum X5 Visa Signature Card from Credit One Bank is built for every day. With cashback rewards on eligible purchases like gas and groceries. So whether you're going to a home game or just filling up the tank on the way home, you're ready to bring it day in and day out. With the Platinum X5 Visa Signature Card. Learn more at CreditOneBank.com. Terms apply. Credit One Bank. For what's ahead.
21-7, Denver on top. Geno Smith was on the bench as the offense got up to head towards the edge of the sideline. Kenny Pickett had his helmet on like he was going to go in. Then Geno, who after the last drive had his ring finger and pinky on his throwing hand taped up. They had the scissors, and Kirk, you were describing some visible skin being removed.
Yeah.
But Geno had his helmet. He grabbed it. And he is now standing right next to Alex Kappa, Greg Olsen over there like he is ready to go in. Either way, whoever's going in, the offense has to do something because they had an awesome first drive and absolutely nothing since. Angled kickoff to the right sideline. It goes out of bounds.
On the 40.
So it'll be solid field position here for the Raiders on their own 40-yard line.
Kickoff out of bounds. Team number 3. The ball be placed at the 40-yard line. First down.
And we'll go get Geno Smith coming back out. Right after this, we pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Raiders football. Geno Smith on the opening drive was 6 of 6 for 53 yards and a touchdown to Brock Bowers. He is 2 of his last 7 for 18 yards. He has been sacked 3 times. And the Raiders have only been able to run the ball for 9 yards since the opening drive. Bowers only been targeted once. Slot left. Geno back to throw. Fires right on cue to Bowers. Bobbles, catches across midfield into Denver territory at the 47. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Right on cue and a first down.
Yeah, how many times did Brock Bowers catch that football? Bobbled it a couple times, but was able to haul it in. A nice fastball from Geno Smith. And a nice job of holding on to that football was Brock Bowers as he caught that one in traffic.
He has the Raiders touchdown. 6 touchdowns on the season. He had 3 against Jacksonville in week 9. He had 2 last week in Los Angeles. Shotgun again. Find Bowers again. He's on the right side of the line. Geno's back to throw. Clean pocket, and he's trying to set it the screen to Bowers, and he dumps it at his feet on purpose. He was backing out there, but Jonah Ellis, the linebacker, was with him, and they're booing Geno Smith.
No,
but that's, you can't throw that screen with 2 Broncos right there.
Yeah, but I think that they're booing Jonah Ellis because they feel like he was holding, because he's engaged with Brock Bowers and never lets him go right before the play. So I think there was a little bit of mix of Geno throwing it in the dirt, but I think also Ellis had a hold of Brock Bowers during that play.
In positive news, Caleb Rogers had driven Drake Greenlaw, the linebacker, 10 yards down the field. On second down, Geno with a play fake. He settles. Clean pocket. Fires. Caught Tyler Lockett at the Broncos' 39-yard line. That was a dart. Lockett came back for the football. 3rd down and 2 coming up with 3 minutes to go, third quarter.
Yeah, love this 4-down territory right here for the Raiders as they get ready for 3rd down. So maybe you try to go with a play-action pass in terms of trying to show Ashton Jeanty the football and maybe hit one down the field. But I think that's what Pete Carroll is telling right now. This could be a 4-down territory situation.
It is the shotgun. They are down 14. It's the second time today in Denver territory. They're not going to run. Geno's looking to throw. Over the middle. Has Tucker. It's behind him at the 23 and dropped. He had come across the middle. Geno saw him late. He was open, but on the negative, Kirk, if he throws that in front of him, Hufanga might lay him out. But it was behind him, and Trey couldn't reel it in.
Yeah, it's a difficult catch because he's had to contort his body. Should he have caught that? Yes. But if Geno puts a better ball, that's an easier completion, but more importantly, a catch and run.
Yep. 4th and 2. They are going for it. They've gone for it once today, and it resulted in a sack. Broncos had 3 of them in the first half. 7 Broncos near the line. Geno moves Ashton Jeanty in front of him to extra protection. They're going to throw on 4th and 2. He's looking right. He's holding the ball. Escapes. Fires right side. Man, is he open. Caught at the 21-yard line. Jack Bech was all by himself, and he found his open space in front of the Broncos bench at the 22. That's a 4th down conversion.
I'm not sure how he got so wide open. Maybe somebody lost him in the down, but remember, Geno Smith just got out of the pocket late. There was nobody there, and that's what happened. Both defenders, it looked like Riley Moss or Abrams Drain, they both went with the receiver, Tyler Lockett, and nobody went with Jack Bech.
For every Raider first down at Allegiant Stadium this year, America First Credit Union donates $100 to a local charity. 1st and 10 on the Broncos 22. Shotgun to Geno. 5-step drop. Escapes the pocket. Has some room, and he slides down at the 19-yard line. They'll give him the 18. It's a 4-yard scramble. Again, Kirk's been asking for him to take off more and more all year. I'm surprised you didn't start screaming, run!
No, I just started
I'm used
smiling
to that at this point.
Yeah, but you looked at me and what I'm doing, smiling.
Yeah.
Look at that. Put pressure on the defense. I mean, it's a 4-yard get. There was a nothing play. We got 4 yards.
Back up on the ball quick, 2nd and 6. Snap, fires, caught inside the 15-yard line. Bech sat down, made the grab at the 14. They pick up 4. It'll be 3rd down and 2 again. 21-7, Denver on top, 1:20 to go, third quarter.
Kind of feels like the same offense that Denver's running right now. Short, quick, intermediate throws, but getting the ball out quickly.
That throw to Jack Bech, the longest play of the day, was 17 yards on 4th down. 3rd and 2, and you're thinking 4-down territory as well, unless they lose some yards here. Bowers motions closer to the line. Shotgun, running play, Jeanty over the right side, powers his way to a 1st down, spotted at the 9-yard line. It's a run for 3. They'll mark him at the 10. 1st and goal for the Raiders maybe the final play of the third quarter coming up.
Yeah, that was the most physical run right there, too. I love that. It was a physical run. The offensive line got their blocks.
I mean, Ashton,
you got
right behind Brock Bowers.
He's leading the way. Got rolled up on at the end. I don't want to see that, but nice job of everybody on their blocks and pushing, getting the yardage needed.
A break huddle. Bowers slot left on the same side of the formation with Besh and Tucker. Now Bowers trots over to the right. Can they find him in the end zone? Here comes an all-out blitz. Geno sees it. He's rolling right. He's floating, and he throws it out of bounds. Smart play, tight coverage. Pat Surtain on Brock Bowers, about 5 yards in the end zone on the far sideline. And with 7 seconds to go and a stop third quarter clock, it's 2nd and goal from the 10.
Yeah, very smart by Geno Smith. My only thing is I would love him to press the line of scrimmage. He was running lateral. Press the line of scrimmage and then throw the ball away. At least make the defenders have to come off of their coverage to come try to tackle you. If you're running lateral, I stay on my coverage because there's no threat of the quarterback taking off and running.
And that is a 4-minute dominant linebacker tackler right there with that advice. Triangle to the left side with Lockett, Bowers, and Tucker. Shotgun. A blitz. It's picked up nicely. Geno's dancing. Out to the right. He's looking downfield. It's bobbled. Bowers makes the grab with one hand.
How?
But he only picks up a couple yards.
How did he catch that?
I don't know, but Alex Singleton was in coverage. He might be asking him that same question. What? You grabbed that?
You caught that?
But that play is the final play of the third quarter. And the Raiders with a 3rd and goal coming up from the 6, down 21-7. We head to the final 15 minutes. You're listening to the Las Vegas Raiders Radio Network.
Whether you're courtside or poolside, in a box suite or penthouse suite, on the sideline or a zip line, there's no better place than Vegas to be part of the action. In the arena and out on the town. The loudest cheers, the brightest lights, and the sweetest celebrations. Wherever your night takes you, welcome to fabulous Las Vegas. Plan your trip today at visitlasvegas.com.
Rahan Naqvi with Naqvi Injury Law, here to give you some facts before you pick an injury lawyer. Fact 1. A lot of lawyers say they're the best, but only Naqvi won Best of Las Vegas Gold 11 straight times. Fact 2. Over 1,000 of our cases were referred to us from other lawyers. When other lawyers trust you to handle their cases, you should too. Focus on the facts when picking a lawyer. Call Naqvi at 702-INJURED.
Hey, did you see that game last weekend? It was crazy.
Actually, we were there.
Wait, like in person? How'd you swing that?
Allegiant had a super affordable nonstop flight out there. And with how low the airfare was, buying tickets to the game was a no-brainer.
Hold my beer. I'm going to Allegiant.com right now.
Allegiant, the official airline of the Las Vegas Raiders. Nonstop flights from Las Vegas to Fresno, California. One way for as low as $48. Must be purchased by 1/10/2026 for travel between 12/15/2025 and 8/18/2026. Seats and dates limited. Restrictions apply. See Allegiant.com for details.
If you are a fighter, Modelo is your reward. So listen close. You put up with a lot, but you always hold it down for your people. You are strong. You are fearless. You are the baddest on the block. You are an elbow grease factory, a force of nature. You are not to be reckoned with. You are a ride or die, a powerhouse of productivity. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. You've earned every last drop of this rich golden lager, so raise it up high. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Spot for Kenny Pickett to come into the ball game with a 3rd and goal on the Broncos 7-yard line. While you were away, Geno Smith was hunched over trying to walk down the field. They're bringing the card out to try and get him back to the locker room, we think. Geno tried to throw it and he couldn't throw it, and he's hunched over on the sideline in pain. Must have been hit on that last play. We still haven't seen a replay, but either way, Kenny Pickett, 3rd appearance as a Raider. He came in mop-up duty in the loss to Kansas City, had 2 snaps in Denver Week 10. Here on 3rd and goal from the 7 for Kenny Pickett. Sends Jack Besh out wide left. Broncos come with just 4. Settles, throws the slant. It's behind Besh. He makes the grab, but it's at the 5-yard line, so it's a 2-yard throw, down by 14. Geno Smith is walking back to the locker room, Kirk, and they're going to keep the offense on the field here for 4th and goal.
Yeah, that time I thought he had an open receiver who was streaking to the corner of the end zone. He went with the safe throw, and I think that's what maybe Greg Olson's telling him right now. right now it's the best play in his mind. Goal line, 5-yard line, inside the 10. It's something he's got to know where to go with the football. I'd find Jack Beth. I'd find Brock Bowers.
Who's in the slot to the right. The former first-round pick of the Steelers. Back to throw on 4th down. He's being pressured. Escaping to the end zone, and he overshoots Brock Bowers 6 yards deep on the right side. And it's a turnover on downs. The Broncos will take over on their own 5. Up 21-7 with 14-13 to go in the 4th.
Right idea.
Just too high.
But also, too, Vance Joseph's pretty good at his job.
Yep. He had 4 Broncos on his backside.
No. He put his all-pro.
Yeah.
Patrick Surtain, Defensive Player of the Year on Brock Bowers. 4th down, got to have it. That's a difficult task for any receiver, let alone a tight end, in Brock Bowers.
Timeout on the field. Broncos take over. You're listening to Raiders football.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining Built Ford Tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
Boyd Gaming is a proud partner of your Las Vegas Raiders. And if you're a fan, there's no better place to play, to indulge, to feast, to bring your besties, and just win, baby. It's the perfect spot to watch the Raiders and enjoy game day specials all season long. Cannery, Sam's Town, and the Boyd family of casinos, where the Raiders want to be.
Don't let the game get out of hand. For assistance, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
This is the Las Vegas Raiders Radio Network, your home for Raiders football.
He climbs, he floats down the field. He's got his man at the 5, into the end zone. Touchdown, Brock Bowers. 33 yards. Brocktimus Prime.
Just win, baby.
Raiders football is brought to you by America First Credit Union, Win Las Vegas, by NV Energy, Boyd.
With shared values of commitment to excellence, teamwork, and community service, NV Energy is proud to partner with the Las Vegas Raiders in our Seats for Soldiers program. To show our appreciation for Nevada's military and veteran service members, we are sending some of these deserving individuals to a Las Vegas Raiders home game at Allegiant Stadium during the 2025 season. When it comes to supporting Nevada's communities and its military, you can count on NV Energy. Visit Raiders.com/Seats for Soldiers to learn more.
Kenny Pickett over on the sideline with interim offensive coordinator Greg Olson looking over the tablet with Geno Smith in the locker room. Officially a hand injury, questionable to return. Kenny Pickett, 3 games now for the Raiders, 2 of them against the Broncos when Geno has been out for a couple of plays. Denver takes over on their own 5. It's a handoff inside. Harvey gets away from the first tackler and maneuvers his way out to the 9-yard line. On the right side, Devin White was first through, couldn't bring him down. It's a 4-yard gain, 2nd and 6 coming up. Broncos winners of 9 in a row. Kirk, this is the first time since week 1 that they have not trailed in a game this season.
Wow. It's unreal the way that they're playing. They're just efficient. It's not scary, but again, they tread water, and now we're in the deep waters in the 4th quarter, and this is usually when this team knows how to put another team away.
And I take that back. The Titans did have a 6-3 lead in that game. They have trailed in every game this season. Quick drop, slant thrown. Pat Bryant snatched it out of the air at the 15, scoots his way forward on the left hash mark to the 20. He got the first down on an 11-yard pickup. And again, so now here's the question. Everything's short. You start bringing everybody up, and they take a deep shot. It's coming.
Right. Let's go. Troy Franklin. That's the guys. Watch Troy Franklin. But they want to run the ball. They want to bleed this clock. This is all part of the game plan for Sean Payton.
Raiders with 4 different defensive players for this first down, including Tommy Eichenberg, who's on the field, I believe, for the first time today.
Yes.
With Devin White and Jeremy Chin in their linebacker spots. Shotgun. Bo Nix pulls it, rolls it, left side, caught Troutman near sideline, spins, and Eichenberg throws him out of bounds. at the 25. It's a pickup of 5. And again, the other part to this for Denver, and this is not new. He's been doing this all year long, but he has completed passes today, Kirk, to 11 different receivers.
Yeah, you're going to get involved. If you're active and you're an eligible receiver, he will find you. That's one of the things that Bo Nix has shown throughout his early parts of his career. He doesn't lock in on one receiver. Look, Cortland Sutton, I guess, is their number one. But when you look at the way that Bo Nix distributes the football, he's got like 5 number ones.
The only eligible receiver other than a lineman reporting eligible without a catch is Mercedes Lewis. Quick drop, fires. There's your throw over the middle. It's caught at the 38-yard line. Sutton looked around and immediately hit the deck. Instead of taking a tackle with 3 Raiders coming down at the 39, it's a 13-yard pickup and a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, okay, that's the number one. Okay, let me stop. Cortland Sutton's still their number one. And all he did was a hookup. He went 10 yards and then hooked up. What do they call the old button hook? I don't know why they call it. Oh, you know the button hook?
Yeah, button hook.
Yeah, button hook. That's what it was. He went 10 yards, button hook, turn around, the ball's right there in his hands.
Go to the Chevy, turn around, and put the ball on your belly.
There it is. Just nobody in the middle of the field for the Raiders on that one.
51 yards. He is 10 away from moving into 6th place on Broncos' all-time history list. Nix with pressure from behind. Tyree Wilson keeps his eyes downfield, and he slides down at the 39-yard line. Jeremy Chinn was in front of him. Bo Nix, 191 passing yards on 28 of 33. I mean, it's the whole point that you've been making all day. You complete 28 balls, you're expecting a big number. He doesn't have 200 yards, but he's been efficient. His QB rating is close to 95. It's fine.
Yeah, you saw that last one. You see how he presses the line of scrimmage? Like, he's pressing the line of scrimmage, and it does something to a defender because you're automatically thinking he's going to take off and run, but all he does is picks up a couple yards and slides.
Officially, because he was behind the line, Jeremy Chinn credited with a sack. It's the 2nd sack for the Raiders today. Tonka Hemingway had the other. Pitch play left side. Harvey with a head of steam at the 39. Gets away from the tackle from Lonnie Johnson. Cleaned up by Chinn and Tyree Wilson at the 44. There are flags thrown from the secondary. Kirk, this is going to be holding against the Raiders on the defensive side.
There's a couple things I've been impressed with, not only the rushing attack for the Denver Broncos, but these officials, they've shown off an outstanding arm. They've thrown these flags from about 40 yards away.
Defense. 5-yard penalty added to the end of the run. Automatic first down.
So I'm going to assume, based on where the official was looking and the fact that it was a running play.
Correct.
That it was a hold. He didn't say who it was. I'm going to assume that was a defensive lineman.
Yes.
Holding one of the offensive linemen to try and get through the hole.
On the left side of the Raiders defense, too, because he threw that flag. Remember, that back judge he's lined up usually 25, 30 yards behind the play.
Yep, he's at the Raiders 25, and the play is right at midfield.
And he tossed that flag a good 30 yards.
McLaughlin, the tailback. Nix rolls. He's got Snowden in his face. Dumps it short. Caught at the 47. Little Jordan Humphrey upended by Darian Porter. Falling forward progress to the 45. 6 yards to Little Jordan Humphrey. And the answer to my question, by the way, is yes. Mercedes Lewis, of all the players who are quote-unquote eligible receivers, is the only one who has not been targeted in this ballgame.
Wow.
I guess you could throw Bo Nix the ball, and I guess Jarrett Stidham could come in, the backup quarterback, and be an eligible receiver as well.
Right.
Tyler Bidet in. He moves over to the right side of Nix. 9:40 to go. They're up 14 points and moving the football again. Straight drop out of the shotgun. He steps forward. He launches down the sideline. It's broken up at the 20 by Darian Porter. He was outside of Cortland Sutton, reached the arm around, might have gotten away with pass interference. It's 3rd down and 4 coming up.
That's a terrific play from Porter. And he's getting some valuable reps right now. You're seeing a young guy right in front of your eyes continuing to gain confidence. Remember, that is the number 1 receiver, Cortland Sutton, for Denver Broncos. A nice job there, Porter, going over the top, not interfering, but knocking the ball away with his right hand.
Blue Kelly left with what looked like a serious knee injury. He was carted off with an air cast in the first quarter. So Darian Porter's going to get massive reps for the final 4 games of this season. Shotgun. Raiders with an all-out blitz. They pick it up. Nix fires right side. Bobbled, and it's caught by Cortland Sutton. Falling to the turf at the 34. 11 yards on the out route in front of the Broncos bench. And another first down for Denver.
Always so difficult. He throws this football before Cortland Sutton's out of his break. I mean, the ball's already in the air, and Sutton had to go down and get it from his shoestrings and pull that. That's just difficult for Eric Stokes to be there because the ball's already in the air. Couldn't even adjust.
Kirk, the Broncos have outgained the Raiders so far today, 311 to 133. And remember, 70 yards for the Raiders came on the opening drive of the game. The only points today. This was a drive for the Broncos that started on their own 5-yard line, less than 2 minutes in
first charge,
to this fourth quarter.
Denver
takes the timeout with 8:49 to go, up by 14. Any score here probably puts this game away for the Broncos, a 3-possession game. We'll see. You're listening to the Las Vegas Raiders Radio Network.
All right. It's a beautiful day for football here at the stadium, and we're just about ready for kickoff. Score 0-0. And suddenly, I'm in the mood for a Coke Zero Sugar. Real Coke taste, zero sugar. Now that's a winning combo. Yeah, crisp, refreshing. That hits the spot. When it comes to great taste, Coke Zero Sugar's always on the scoreboard. Coke Zero Sugar. Real Coke taste, zero sugar.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Go on. Get a little out there. Travel beyond Nevada's neon glow. Drive where the stars sparkle and the desert goes and goes. Visit a world apart. See some funky art. Find anything and everything in Nevada's heart. Go on. Get a little out there. Start planning your trip at travelnevada.com.
Tim Cates back inside the Silver and Black Studios with a scoreboard update presented by Fabulous Las Vegas, the ultimate destination for live sports and entertainment. 8 minutes to go, third quarter, and Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Packers lead the Chicago Bears 14-11. Jordan Love, 2 touchdown passes. Caleb Williams has a touchdown pass. 5 minutes to go, third quarter, in Glendale, Arizona. The Rams blowing out the Cardinals 31-10. Matthew Stafford with 2 touchdown passes. The Rams with 2 rushing touchdowns. Earlier today, with losses here in Week 14, the Jets, the Browns, the Commanders, and the Falcons have all been eliminated from playoff contention. Go back inside Allegiant.
There are 8 teams that are 3 wins or fewer in the NFL. The gap between the top of the league, because it doesn't seem to be a dominant team. Seems like a lot of teams we could say could win the Super Bowl this year.
Right.
But the gap between those teams and the bottom 7 or 8 in the league, it feels just massive. 1st and 10 for the Broncos out of the timeout. Toss play right side. Jaleel McLaughlin following his blockers inside the 30. Spins away, still on his feet. And brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a 7-yard run. Geno Smith officially questionable, Kirk, with a shoulder injury.
Yeah.
Ian Thomas is also questionable to return with a calf injury. 8:25 to go in the ball game, and if this holds, the Raiders will fall to 2-11 on the season. They will drop a 7th straight game and an 11th straight in the division. Second longest losing streak against the division in Raiders history.
Yeah, and I'll put them 3rd in the draft order for next year.
Yes, that is correct. Behind the Titans and the Giants, who are both 2-11. Titans won today. Giants were off. They will be here Week 17. Inside handoff. Adam Prentice spins across the 25, down to the 22-yard line. The fullback has his 2nd carry of the ball game. Look, it's an effective play for 5 yards, but nobody runs it, so you just feel like, is that just insult?
It's always called the give a dog a bone. That's what it is. Because the fullback usually is the guy who just, all he does is block, block, block. And then you give a dog a bone here and there, but it's been an effective play, to your point.
Later in the broadcast, we'll announce the player of the game, brought to you by Coca-Cola Zero Sugar, official soft drink of the Las Vegas Raiders. Darian Porter's had some nice plays. Been on the field a lot today. Some improvement here in Week 14. Bo Nix back to throw. On 1st down. Presses the pocket. Points with his hand. Out on the far sideline 20. Tiptoes the sideline. And finally steps out of bounds on the far side of the field. They spot him down. We'll see at the 12. No, they're going to move the ball back to the 16-yard line where he officially stepped out of bounds. So it's 6 yards for Bo Nix on the scramble.
Yeah. Just A guy who continues to press the pocket, keep his eyes downfield, and he's got options. And he takes Devin White out of coverage, and now because he has to go attack the quarterback.
Well, the Broncos opening drive, 82 yards. They took 8.5 minutes off of the initial game clock, first quarter. Their touchdown drive early in the third quarter, a 92-yard drive. And this drive started at the 5. An end around to Marvin Mims, being chased by Max Crosby. His big arms bring him down. He's short of the first down, far sideline. They'll spot him at the 15. It'll be 3rd down and 2. Broncos, Kirk, about to run their 14th play of the drive and have already gone over 7:15 off this fourth quarter clock.
This drive is just like an Army-Navy game right now. I mean, they're just running the football. And then they're converting on 3rd downs. Here's a 3rd and short.
Yeah, 3rd and 2. Bo Nix under center, Jaleel McLaughlin, the lone tailback. Nix takes the snap, quarterback sneak up the middle. He's right by the line. 6:04 to go, clock still moves. I believe he's got enough for a first down. You know, we haven't seen that Hawkeye technology a lot this year. Hardly at all.
We have not.
This would be a good time for that. Does it work?
I think you're perfectly correct on that one. As they're short.
All right, they're short.
As the PA announcer says, no dice.
I like that. No dice. Coming out for a 4th and 1. Broncos in the huddle. 5 seconds on the play clock. And Sean Payton takes the timeout with 5.5 to go in what has been a very impressive, most likely game-ending drive. 4th and 1 coming up here for Denver. Timeout taken. We remind you that Intermountain Health understands that life can be a challenging game, and mental wellness, vital to our overall health, takes courage to admit when we're not okay. Even more to reach out if you or someone you know is struggling or in crisis. Call or text 988 or visit strongestplay.com for mental wellness resources. Man. Kirk and I will be in Philadelphia next week, week 15, a 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern kick. Eagles tomorrow night in L.A. to take on the Chargers with Justin Herbert and his surgically repaired hand.
Very short week for the Eagles.
Yep.
That's you lose like 2 days of prep.
Well, you're flying home
because you're
from
playing
the West Coast.
on Monday.
Yeah.
They won't land back into 6 a.m. the next day.
No, after that. The game will end at say
8. Yeah, 8:30.
Probably 6. Yeah, red eye. So 7 a.m.
Basically Tuesday, you're kind of recovering.
Yeah.
So they lose almost 2 days of prep, getting ready for the Raiders for Sunday.
And they're trying to win a division title too. 4th and 1. Bo Nix is under center.
Watch
Harvey
Mercedes
the tailback.
Lewis. Watch Mercedes Lewis.
They snap it. They hand it off to Harvey. Crashes into the line. He's right there. They push forward. He's got enough for a first down. What'd you like about Mercedes Lewis? Just because he's the only one they haven't thrown to?
Absolutely. And Sean Payton's over there. He's got the sheet over there. He knows.
You think he knows?
Yeah, he knows. Think about it. You're down at this part of the game, especially down here inside the 10-yard line now. And everybody's thinking about the run, and there's a play action. And you finally got the guy who's the oldest player on your team.
Well, he's the oldest player, one of the oldest players, the oldest positional player in the league.
Right.
Non-quarterback, non-punter kicker. 1st and 10, less than 5 minutes to go. Broncos 21, Raiders 7 on the Las Vegas 12. Handoff Harvey, stutters into the hole, bounces through, taken down at the 10. Eric Stokes came in to make the tackle. It will be 2nd down.
What is the longest drive in the NFL?
I was just going to ask you, not from a yardage standpoint,
but just time.
Time, yeah. I mean, Kirk, when they snap this ball here, and the Raiders do have all 3 timeouts, but when they snap this ball, they will be more than 10 minutes. Now, the Raiders had that long drive earlier this year.
Correct.
Right? It was it week 2 against the Chargers?
Yes, it was.
The opening drive of the third quarter was an 18-play drive, right?
20 field goal.
We're going to go back and look at that in a moment. Bo Nix is throwing on 2nd and 8. Far side, right side, caught Prentice, used his hands, tiptoed out of bounds. Adam Prentice, the fullback, he's having an active game out at the 5. He has his 2nd catch. He's carried the ball 2 times. It'll be 3rd down and 3 coming up at the 5 with the clock stopped, 4:04 to go.
Yeah, Mr. Prentice is earning his paycheck today. Yep. He stepped out of bounds on that one.
I'm going back to our stat sheet from week 2. Raiders opening possession, Kirk, of the 3rd quarter. 19 plays, 67 yards. I'll have to go back and look. Bo Nix to throw on third down. Hit as he throws. Back in the end zone. Through the hands of Cortland Sutton into the netting behind the goalpost. And it'll be 4th and 3 for Denver. And they'll trot on the field goal unit because the field goal here makes it a 3-possession game with 3:59 to go.
Yep. And that's the right decision. A long drive will come to an end. Over 10 minutes of time elapsed off the clock.
Raiders had an 11-minute, 15-second possession, which we will confirm whether or not that is the longest possession of the year. 11 minutes and 15 seconds, 19 plays, 67 yards, and a field goal. This drive by the Broncos here in Week 14, as they're about to snap a field goal, and a 23-yard attempt by Will Lutz, which is up and through, was a 19-play, 90-yard drive that took 10 minutes and 14 seconds off the clock. Raiders down 17 with 3:56 to go. You're listening to the Las Vegas Raiders Radio Network.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Rahan Naqvi with Naqvi Injury Law. Here to give you some facts before you pick an injury lawyer. Fact 1. A lot of lawyers say they're the best, but only Naqvi won Best of Las Vegas Gold 11 straight times. Fact 2. Over 1,000 of our cases were referred to us from other lawyers. When other lawyers trust you to handle their cases, you should too. Focus on the facts when picking a lawyer. Call Naqvi at 702-INJURED.
Karma Automotive proudly serves as the official luxury electric vehicle of the Las Vegas Raiders. As America's first and only ultra-luxury automaker, from our Cavea 1,000 horsepower Super Coupe to the Rivero, the extended range sedan, Karma blends supernatural innovation with American ingenuity. We are shaping the future of automotive aspiration. For assigned drivers only. Reserve your Karma at karmaautomotive.com.
Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Las Vegas Raiders and the NFL. We will be back in Las Vegas for week 17 and 18 against the Giants. Certainly a lot of attention will be on that one, you think, for the top of the NFL draft. Mm-hmm. And then we'll finish the season week 18. We don't know if that'll be a Saturday or a Sunday game. That'll be determined based on where the Chiefs are and whether or not they can make the playoffs. Back here, and we'll welcome you to Las Vegas then. If you don't let the end of the game put a stop to the fun, take it to overtime with the world-class performances, music, dining, so much more right here in the sports and entertainment capital of the world. Are we going to the Backstreet Boys together before the Giants game? Have we decided that? Speaking of entertainment?
Yeah, you know, it kind of depends on the vice president of the Morrison family.
I'm pretty sure she's the president of the Morrison family, which I believe you two will both be here. I will have the president, the speaker, secretary. I'm trying to remember what's the fourth and fifth in line.
It's the holiday season, right?
The
post-Christmas game.
Kickoff, 7 yards. Raheem Mostert snatches it out of the air and takes it. He's watching the 35. Kenny Pickett will come out for his second drive. He came in for 2 plays, 3rd and goal from the 7. And completion and then an incompletion on 4th and goal from the 5. TV has to break again, so we will too. You're listening to the Las Vegas Raiders Radio Network.
Raiders football is brought to you by Cox Business, powered by Cox, proud partner of the Las Vegas Raiders. By Credit One Bank, the official credit card of the Las Vegas Raiders. Coors Light, choose chill, an official beer of Raider Nation. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. By Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel. You in? Must be 21 or over to enter. Please gamble responsibly.
Touchdown, Brock Bowers!
If you are a fighter, Modelo is your reward. So listen close. You put up with a lot, but you always hold it down for your people. You are strong. You are fearless. You are the baddest on the block. You are an elbow grease factory, a force of nature. You are not to be reckoned with. You are a ride or die, a powerhouse of productivity. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. You've earned every last drop of this rich golden lager, so raise it up high. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
The official Raiders fan cruise presented by Seaside Events. It's back, bringing you a once-in-a-lifetime fan to see in March 2026. Autographed legendary fan events and unforgettable memories, all while sailing the Pacific to the coastal gems of Ensenada, Mexico, and Catalina Island. The best part, you won't be watching from the sidelines. This time you'll be part of it. Raider fan cruise, making Raider Nation's dreams come true since 2025. Book now at RaidersFanCruise.com.
Go on. Get a little out there. Travel beyond Nevada's neon glow. Drive where the stars sparkle and the desert goes and goes. Visit a world apart. See some funky art. Find anything and everything in Nevada's heart. Go on. Get a little out there. Start planning your trip at TravelNevada.com.
Back with you here. It's at Allegiant Stadium. Broncos had an opening drive touchdown that the Raiders answered, but those have been the only points for Las Vegas today, and unfortunately really the only offensive yards today. Raiders had 70 yards on the opening drive, and with 3:56 to go in the ballgame are sitting with 133. With Kenny Pickett in the ballgame and Raheem Mostert has taken out Ashton Genty. Shotgun, Broncos bring 4. Pickett throws near side. Lockett can't haul it in at the 37. And it'll be 2nd and 10. So, you and I were debating during the break, cheesesteak to get next week in Philly. My bigger question to you, though, is, as you'll be flying back to Los Angeles after the game, acceptable or not to eat a cheesesteak before you get on an airplane?
No,
I think so. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Seems like a bad idea.
I think the bigger thing is that now is Kenny Pickett maybe in line to start next week versus his former team that he won a Super Bowl with a year ago.
Yeah, Raheem Mostert motions behind him. Pickett throws over the middle. Lockett bumped, flag thrown. Pass interference coming up here. That's going to be on Pat Surtain. When do you think the last time Pat Surtain had 2 pass interference calls in the same game?
Pass interference. Defense number 2. The ball be placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
Yeah, that's twice on him today. And this one immediately, he touches himself and says, that's me. I messed up. Yep, he bumps his chest a couple times. That's me. That's my bad.
That looked like me my freshman year against Ferndale High School when I panicked when the 6-foot receiver was in front of me. And the ball was floated in the air and I grabbed him anyway. I could have picked the ball off. 1st and 10, 3:47 for the Raiders. Just 11 first downs today. Shotgun to Pickett. 3-step drop, fires right side, caught Jack Bech, spins around, numbers to the right, brought down at the 48-yard line. Jack Bech today, 4 catches for 28 yards. Career high 4 catches. He came into the ball game with just 10 here in his rookie season.
I will say this, though, some decisive throws here from Kenny Pickett.
Yeah, all with some gas. They're going fast, near sideline. Bech grabs it at the Broncos 39, cuts upfield, chopped down by Riley Moss at the 35. 17 more to Jack Bech, who had that 4th down and 2 17-yard catch. So the Raiders are up on the ball and they're moving fast. Kappa snaps it back to Pickett. Straight drop, pressure from behind, thrown down by Nick Benito. The 4th sack of the day for the Denver Broncos, the leading sack team in the NFL. And it'll be 2nd and 15 for the Raiders with 2:50 and counting.
And that's 11.5 now for Nick Benito on the season. And he's had this game all along against Stone Forsythe. And Forsythe couldn't even get a hand on him on that last play.
12.5 now with his 2nd sack today. Pickett settles, throws over the middle, caught Bowers at the 30, runs out to the 25, and a first down at the 24-yard line. An absolute laser delivered from Pickett over the middle. Bowers with his 4th catch today. They're up on the ball again, and a fresh set of downs on the Broncos 25. Good protection. Pickett over the middle to the end zone. Touchdown! Cedric Jackson! His first career touchdown! Bo's great nephew with a great grab here in week number 14.
And what a throw by Kenny Pickett. I mean, that was a laser in between the corner and the safety. right in the back of the end zone that puts a smile on Pete Carroll's face as the Raiders get ready to line up for 2.
I mean, that was beautiful. Hufanga and Riley Moss couldn't get over there. Shedrick Jackson, who had a really solid preseason, called up for the second time this year from the practice squad. First catch of the year, and that's a beauty. So they will try the extra point here.
Yeah,
right?
I thought they were going for 2.
It's a 10-point game. With 2:17 to go, Raiders do have all 3 timeouts in the 2-minute warning. And that PAT is good, and it's brought to you by Credit One Bank. Credit One Bank, the official credit card of the Las Vegas Raiders. Kenny Pickett's first touchdown throw is a Raider. Shedrick Jackson's first touchdown grab. And it's 24-14 late in the 4th. You're listening to the Las Vegas Raiders Radio Network.
Rahan Naqvi with Naqvi Injury Law, here to give you some facts before you pick an injury lawyer. Fact 1. A lot of lawyers say they're the best, but only Naqvi won Best of Las Vegas Gold 11 straight times. Fact 2. Over 1,000 of our cases were referred to us from other lawyers. When other lawyers trust you to handle their cases, you should too. Focus on the facts when picking a lawyer. Call Naqvi at 702-INJURED.
Whether you're courtside or poolside, in a box suite or penthouse suite, on the sideline or a zip line, there's no better place than Vegas to be part of the action. In the arena and out on the town, the loudest cheers, the brightest lights, and the sweetest celebrations. Wherever your night takes you, welcome to fabulous Las Vegas. Plan your trip today at visitlasvegas.com.
Taste the authentic flavors of Hawaii with Kuloa Rum, the official ultra premium rum of the Las Vegas Raiders. It's rich and smooth. With every sip, you'll discover the spirit of aloha. It isn't just rum, it's Kuloa Rum. Award-winning, distinctly different, and uniquely Hawaiian. Kuloa Rum, the official ultra premium rum of the Las Vegas Raiders. Must be at least 21. Please drink responsibly.
Tim Cates back inside the Silver and Black Studios with a scoreboard update powered by Cox, proud partner of the Las Vegas Raiders. Late third quarter in Arizona. It is all Rams. They're beating up on the Cardinals 38-10. Now, Nate Landleman had an interception at the 31-yard line. Next play from the scrimmage, Matthew Stafford finds Puka Nacua. Second time today for Nacua into the end zone. 3 touchdown passes for Stafford, 2 on the ground for the Rams as they lead at 38-10. Late third quarter at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Packers out in front of the Bears, 21-14. Back inside of Legion, Jason Kirk, guys.
All right, Tim, thank you. Shedrick Jackson, in his second year out of Auburn, just his 4th career game. He played 3 with the Bengals in 2023, has his first career catch, and it's a 25-yard touchdown. Kenny Pickett was 4 of 5 on the drive for 62 yards and a score. And, Shedrick Jackson was never a big-time player at Auburn.
Right.
And yet he's got a markman on the practice squad, and that was a good route. All right, onside kick time. Daniel Carlson, left to right. It's a squib across the 40. And was still rolling around. The Raiders trying to get on top of it, but the Broncos have it at the 44. That did not have a lot of juice on it.
Well, it didn't go 10 yards.
Well, that either. Maybe that's one of those where you just hope that the Broncos touch it.
Yeah.
But it was, that was a dribbler. So, maybe a miss hit, maybe not. Broncos take over on the Raiders 44, 24-14. Raiders have the 2-minute warning. Raiders have all 3 timeouts. So they do have an opportunity to get the ball back. Again, Geno Smith left this game in the third quarter with a shoulder injury. He's in the locker room. They reset the game clock to 2:14. Shedrick Jackson only had 1 touchdown in his Auburn career. So he has equaled that here today.
Well, the one thing you do know is that he's a burner. He can go.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons why you say, well, how can a guy only have 1 career touchdown at Auburn? How's he in the National Football League? Well, he's got an elite trait, which is he can run. He's fast.
Broncos on the Raiders' 44-yard line. They're confirming the time here. If this score holds, the Raiders will score fewer than 17 points for a 5th straight game. Nix is going to run it up the middle to Harvey. Big chunk play on first down. The pile pushed all the way down to the 36-yard line. Pete Carroll burns his first time out. That play took 8 seconds and picked up 7 yards.
Unreal. It's kind of been the story of this game. It's that the Raiders just have not made consistent amount of stops, right? They've allowed drives to continue. Where you think he stopped, they continue to keep going.
Well, the Raiders, remember a couple weeks ago against the Cowboys, only ran the ball 12 times. 4 of those were Geno Smith scrambles. And again, there have not been a ton of plays today by the Raiders. For that last drive when it was 24-7, Kirk, they'd only run 36 plays. Yeah. But officially today, the Raiders have 11 rushing attempts, and one of those was a scramble as well. So the balance, that question mark, that conversation, still not there. Under center, handoff, Harvey trying the right side, and he's got a first down inside the 34-yard line. Timeout taken, Pete Carroll with 2:01. So they'll be able to stop it at the 2-minute warning. They'll be able to stop it one more time. So he will be able to get the ball back if they can get a stop here. Broncos 24, Raiders 14. We're not at the 2-minute warning just yet. Your overall thoughts here, Kirk, as the season continues to spiral the wrong direction?
Yeah, honestly, it's going to take me some time because the thoughts are this is a team that's lacking in some areas. I mean, the one thing that you would hope has always been there for you is special teams, and you give up the punt return touchdown. So that's where this game really, I think, kind of
And remember, against the Broncos, they had the blocked punt and a missed field goal.
And I think that's where this game really broke open. I thought it was pretty even in terms of offense and defense going both ways. But that punt return really broke the game open. I think the Raiders just never recovered.
Yep. Broncos have almost doubled up the Raiders' time of possession, 38 minutes to 20 minutes. 1st and 10 on the Raiders' 34. Bo Nix under center with a play fake. In the pocket, looking to throw, and he's sacked back at the 39-yard line. He fell into his offensive lineman, Max Crosby, with his hands on top, so he will get credited for the sack. And that'll bring us to the 2-minute warning with a 2nd and 14 coming up. 1:56 to go officially. Broncos 24, Raiders 14. You're listening to the Las Vegas Raiders Radio Network.
Hey, Benjamin, we've got a surprise for you.
What?
You have a brother. $100 bill just like you.
Hey, I'm Ben.
What?
We just got him for joining America First Credit Union and opening a new checking account.
And you're going to live together at America First.
What?
This is nice.
For a limited time, new members get a $100 cash bonus when they open a checking account or $50 when they open a youth checking account. So head to AmericaFirst.com and get your money working today. Membership eligibility, terms, and conditions apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Need better internet? Cox Internet has the fast, reliable speeds you're looking for. Perfect for seamless streaming, gaming, and working from home. And now get Cox 300 meg internet with a 2-year plan price lock guarantee, plus equipment included.
Oh, yeah.
So get your household up to speed. Switch to Cox Internet today. Taxes and fees excluded from price guarantee.
NFL fans, when it's time to get Raiders tickets, you can tackle game day with total certainty with Ticketmaster. As the official ticket marketplace of the Raiders and the NFL, Ticketmaster's got the best way to take it to the house when it comes to being there live. With 100% verified tickets available all season long, you can count on getting in with ease and spend time focusing on the good stuff, like tailgating with your friends and fam. Even if you're headed to the game last minute, you can still score seats. Want to meet up inside the stadium with your crew? Transferring your tickets is an easy handoff. So get those touchdown celebrations ready and score your tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Raiders.
Out of the 2-minute warning, Raiders have 3 sacks today. Max Crosby with that sack has 2 tackles for a loss. So now on the season, he has 9 sacks, 25 tackles for loss, Kirk, which is second in the league behind only Myles Garrett.
Yep.
Those 25 tackles for loss, a new Raiders franchise record for any defensive player. And he still has 4 games left to play.
Yeah.
So he will, he's going at this ridiculous pace of late.
He's not going to shut it down either.
Nominated for the Walter Payton Man of the Year for the Raiders. Every team has one. He is the Raiders club winner for the Walter Payton. I mean, he does so much for the Las Vegas community, and he has, and Max is very open about his fight against addiction, sobriety, all the things he does for so many organizations in and around Las Vegas. And obviously the heart and soul of this defense. 2nd and 15 officially for the Broncos. Raiders do have one timeout left. They're going to run it right side. Jaleel McLaughlin stops in his tracks, cuts back towards the middle, right into the arms of Jeremy Chin on the right hash mark, who spins him down at the 36-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, 3rd and 12. Pete Carroll uses his final timeout, 1:50 on the clock, 24-14. Career high tying 18 tackles today for Devin White. So he came into the game 5th in the NFL in tackles, behind only Bobby Wagner. I did not look at Washington's stats from today. He was only 1 behind Bobby Wagner for 4th. Jeremy Chin came into the day with 93 tackles, which is number 1 among the NFL among defensive backs this year.
And Wagner had 16 today, by the way.
All right, so Devin White is ahead of Bobby Wagner then for 4th at a minimum. Jeremy Chin now at 104 tackles this season. Again, number 1 among defensive backs in the NFL. He has 11 today. Eric Stokes is a career high 9 tackles today. 3rd down and 11 for the Broncos. Raiders can't stop it anymore. It's a 10-point game. An I formation, a run play right side. Bidet through the hole, men at the 30, driving the legs. And he's down at the 28, so it's 7 yards. It'll be 4th down and 4. The clock starts to wind. Sean Payton will have to snap this with about 1:04 on the clock. Do you bring on the field goal unit to make it a 13-point game? Do you keep the offense on the field?
Well, I think he's going to call a timeout.
Yeah, with 1 on the play clock, yeah.
Make a decision on what he want to do, but I would think that they probably kick the field goal.
What would Kirk Morrison do?
I would kick the field goal, make it a 2-possession game.
And on the chance that it gets blocked, return for a touchdown?
I mean, talk about the Broncos. This is how they play. They don't care about what may happen.
Play clock down to 2 and 1 and a timeout. Sean Payton, which is their last timeout. So both teams are out of timeouts with 1:04 to go. Broncos remaining schedule, Kirk, because they are trying to be the 1 seed in the AFC.
Yep.
They've got Green Bay and Jacksonville at home the next 2 weeks. So those 2 teams at the moment are a combined 17-7-1. Packers trying to knock off the Bears for first place today. The Broncos will then go to Kansas City and play the Chargers. So they have 4 consecutive games coming up against teams that are either in the playoffs or fighting for the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, that game against the Jaguars has AFC playoff implications.
Yeah, Jaguars now in first place in the AFC South after beating the Colts today. And the Jaguars, ever since they won here, Kirk, have just been playing outstanding football. You know, they went to London and really struggled against the Rams. They got blown out.
I felt like we've kick-started a couple seasons this year, whether it's the Jaguars or even the Bears.
Yeah. That's, both those good points. 1:04 to go. Broncos do keep the offense on the field. Bo Nix under center with 1:04 to go. Raiders trying to get a 4th down stop. They've done it once so far today. It's a snap. It's a handoff. Harvey starts up the middle. Devin White spins him around. Max Crosby is there. They stand him over the line. And it is a 4th down stop. Raiders defense gets off the field. And they will put Kenny Pickett back on with 58 seconds to go with the Raiders down 10 and out of timeout.
Oh, man, that's just all heart. This defense is all heart because that was not much there, but they found a way. So showing the fight and toughness even at the end of a game. Like, there's certain things that you could say about this football team. Their record is what it is. But, man, they play with heart. They play with toughness, and that is something that you don't see often, especially the way that a lot of teams are going right now.
Down 2 scores. Raiders break the huddle. Trey Tucker, Tyler Lockett split out wide left. Raheem Mostert in the backfield for Kenny Pickett, who was 5 of 7 for 64 yards and a touchdown. Gets the snap. Broncos send 5. Dumps it right side in the flat to Mostert with a left-hand stiff arm. And he does get out of bounds on the near sideline across the 30. It's just a couple of yards. Clock stops at 52 seconds to go. And again, we don't know the status of Geno Smith's shoulder.
Yeah, but this is an audition.
Yep. Well, it's that, but also a confidence booster.
Correct.
Shotgun to Pickett. It was slow to get back there. He's in the pocket. He escapes out to the right side. Jack Besh double teamed and brought down at the 35-yard line. Clock will continue to move inside of 40 seconds. They got to get back up on the ball. Besh with his 5th catch of the day. Down to 35 seconds for Kenny Pickett. They got to put this down the field. He scans. He escapes the pocket. He's going to take off with his legs, and he slides, but inbounds.
He's got to run to the
40-yard line.
Yeah.
Yep. Clock's going to move again. They're out of timeouts. You got to clock this. 21 seconds. They're lined up. They are going to spike it. Pickett gets the snap, and he downs it with 16 seconds to go.
I think he just realized it, like, oh, man, I should have ran out of bounds to preserve the clock.
Yep.
He was running, and that time he just slid, just trying to protect himself. He's got to run out of bounds.
Yep. So 16 seconds to go. A couple of thoughts here.
Sure.
Could you get 15, 20 yards here, 30 yards, kick the field goal, try the onside kick, and then a Hail Mary, right?
It's just hard with no timeouts, though.
Well, sure, all of those things are true.
Correct.
Just trying to, you've got a chance to get 10 points in 16 seconds. Planning this out here, thinking ahead. 3 receivers split out wide right. Pickett in the shotgun. Broncos only sending 3. They got pressure off the edge. Pickett got away. He's looking downfield. He throws. Tyler Lockett caught at the 34, but he slides inbounds. 7 seconds. 6, 5, 4, and a flag thrown. Tyler Lockett was complaining that the Broncos were trying to hold him down, and the Raiders are going to get another play here.
Yeah, they exactly were. They sure were. They were holding him down. He was trying to get up. And the whole entire time, I think it was
delay of game.
22, Brandon Jones.
Defense, number 22. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Now, there's not enough time left to do what I had said, which is
stop the
game clock. Operator, please reset the game clock to 5 seconds.
Yeah, still not enough time. Field goal, onside kick, Hail Mary.
Right.
So this is going to be the last play of the game here. Although, you know what?
What's that?
They have the field goal unit on the field.
You got to try it.
With 5 seconds. So, I'm not sure I understand this here, actually, with what we just talked about. So, a 46-yard field goal attempt for Daniel Carlson. Again, both teams out of timeouts. Snap back. Cole puts it down. Carlson's kick is right down Las Vegas Boulevard, but it is good with zeros on the clock. So Carlson adds 3, but that is how this game comes to an end. Pete Carroll's talking to the official, even if that goes through with 1 second, Kirk, onside kick takes at least a second if you're going to try to recover it. So that was going to end the game no matter what, and it does. 24-17. Raiders fall at home to the Broncos, but they do score 17 for the first time in 5 games.
There's some happy people here in Vegas, I'll tell you that, with that decision.
Yeah. I wasn't going to say it.
I'll say
there are
it.
a lot of inquiries, shall we say, lately, so I'm not going to say that.
I know. Well, I'm just saying, man, that was interesting decision.
Final stats, Broncos 24, Raiders 17. Final score, Denver improves to 11-2. They have won their 10th game in a row. Raiders fall to 2-11. They have fallen for the 7th straight time. The longest losing streak in Pete Carroll's career at any stop. The late couple of drives, Kirk, the Raiders' offensive numbers improved, but they have gained less than 230 yards, Kirk, for the 6th time this season. 6th time in 13 games. They have now scored 17 or fewer in 5 straight games. And today, they ran for 41 yards, which makes it, Kirk, that makes it 8 straight games that the Raiders have run for less than 75 yards, which is the 3rd longest streak in NFL history.
Yeah, the commitment hasn't been there in running the football. I mean, early on, we saw it. 6 touches for Ashton Genty in that first drive, and then after that, he was pretty much non-existent.
Yep.
So I think overall, just not a commitment to running the football, but then